Hello and welcome to the Skies of Ardathas, our Tuesday night Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition stream. So great to have you here. When last we left our heroes... Oh gosh, what did we do last week? I should have cleared this with you all, because now I
Nothing.
can't remember. Where did we
We
start?
cleared out the tower.
The tower.
Oh, that's right. We did the broken tower. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
5
wow.
episodes, Nick. We had 2 combat encounters that took up 3 combat encounters.
Yeah. Yeah. So Celsia had stayed to scout out the base of the tower as everyone else went off to Grixburg. And while Celsia was scouting, she met up with Seeker Jacqueline, Lady Jacqueline, and they had a brief discussion where they talked about the tower. They talked about their group, Jacqueline's goal, or why she's here, and that is she's searching for Sir Tolic, who is wandering the wilderness, presumably somewhere around Grixburg and in the surrounding wilderness. Then after that, we cut back to... and also Celsia noticed a flying beast of some sort with a rider land at the top of the tower. Saw the rider disembark. A couple hours went by, and then the rider got back on the flying creature and took back off, flying west over the mountains. And then our group from Grixburg, they gave the Clear Sky operative that they had uncovered by the name of Demir, gave him a job to try and insert himself into the operations at Balberg, the other major lay bridge on Corwin, and to see what he could learn further about Clear Sky's objectives over there. So he headed off in that direction while everyone else went and regrouped with Celsia, and then they assaulted the tower. And boy, did they assault the tower. They did so by climbing into a bag of holding and then having an invisible Irynyx fly them up to the open top floor, where that said bag of holding was just tipped upside down and everyone tumbled out. And we had combat against an Etin and a group of hobgoblins. And then thanks to some clever spells, specifically spike growth, they were able to hold off the goblins below. So said goblins then ran further below, and then we had a combat encounter between the player characters, a bunch of goblins, a couple bugbears, and an ogre chain brute. And that was how we ended, basically. And the appearance of everyone's favorite character, the homunculus Junji Ito.
Oh, God.
Which I have the art for now. If anyone follows me on Twitter, you've seen the art on there, but we actually have the art in Roll20. So if Junji makes an appearance, we're ready. And then in the break, in the interim, because we ended right after combat since last session went kind of long, I then talked with the players and got an idea for where we were headed next, so that I could be properly prepped for this session. And in that break, they took a long rest. They identified the magic items that they found, which I don't know if those have even been divvied out yet or not. So those are still... Some of those might still be hanging around.
That's a good question.
And then they learned a couple things from the bugbear captive that they had at Grixburg, who told them that Warlord Varkod is the one who was kind of in charge of this tower, and he's out at a fortress that's further west. His elite soldiers ride dragons, and in order to send troops back and forth between the Broken Tower and the Fortress of Rocknock, they have to go through a mountain pass that takes them through what the bugbear called a snake ruin. And the bugbear doesn't know anything specific about Snake Ruin, what's really there. He just knows it's really, really dangerous. And that was the last that we heard. Oh, thank you for linking the magic items there.
It wasn't for you.
I know it wasn't for me, but I'm thanking you on behalf of the group.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. And that was where we left off. So you guys are all still at Grixburg, and we can take a moment if you all want to discuss about those magic items, who's getting what, that sort of thing.
We're Grixburg? I thought we weren't to...
I'm sorry, at the tower, at the broken tower.
Yeah, the tower. We're still in front of the tower.
Off screen, Ian as Zephyr and I as Irynyx had a discussion about what to do, and we consulted with the god of death, Immick. His guidance is always valuable.
Wait, it's a god of death? What?
Yeah, that's why he's like...
You're the Immick of the group. So we conducted a couple of inquiries to help determine what our course of action would be.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you like a death domain cleric, like spooky?
Grave cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zephyr would be like, technically, a lot of people think he's the god of death, but he more governs the transition between life and death.
Actually,
Yeah,
so
sounds a lot like I'm not evil, you're evil.
Yeah, from my
evil's a
position, the god of
perspective.
life is evil. So
Yeah. I didn't kill you. I just helped transition you between the liminal state of life and death with my sword.
But yes, that
your chest.
that did take place. So Irynyx and Zephyr did cast augury a couple times to get an idea, and the first one was we're going to head to Snake Ruins and investigate what's going on there. And the response that Zephyr got was wheel and woe. And then Zephyr asked about, or said that, well, what if we were to head to Balberg and look there, investigate that as our next position? And there was no response. So
25% chance of just being a dropped call. So.
Drop call. Fucking AT&T every time. Ridiculous. This episode brought to you by Sprint.
and most accurately, Zephyr is the one that spoke to Immick. I just watched.
Yeah, that's true. You were a party to the conversation. Not even a conversation. So, yeah. So as a reminder, those magic items that we got, there is a drift globe, a +1 longsword, lorehold primer, potion of superior healing, 1 sending stone, not a pair of sending stones, a stone of good luck, and a spell scroll for wither and bloom. And it looks like Erashka would like the stone of good luck, and Celsia would like the longsword. Yeah, but there's all those other ones are still up for grabs.
Yeah, we also don't know what happened to the lorehold primer. I think it just sort of disappeared.
No, I had kind of by default used it already, but if someone else has a compelling
used it already.
well, it's not a consumable, but I did factor it into something else that.
I see.
Part of the other.
No, it's okay. I don't even know what it is. So.
It's pretty cool.
It's like a once per day cleric or wizard spell, basically.
Oh, okay.
And then it also helps a couple of int skills.
Not for me.
Also, all of these items are in your Roll20 journals under magic items, so you can find them there if you want to know the details.
Also, it tells me about part of the compelling Magic the Gathering setting, Strixhaven, I guess. You didn't rename it, so I guess it's
I didn't rename it, but I took the name Strixhaven out of the description. The original description said Strixhaven, and I took that out. So I did my due diligence.
No, it says Strixhaven. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it does.
Any conflict about me taking the longsword? Anyone care?
You're the only longsword.
I kind of assumed that you were going to.
I kind of assumed as well, but always want to ask. You never know. You never know when Stokes is gonna try to get his character killed so he can play a ranger.
He's not even proficient in them.
What?
What?
Just go with it, Dave. Just go with it.
I don't need a +1 to commit Harikiri.
His AC is not that high.
Yeah.
Nick, what does the longsword look like? Does it look like was it clearly stolen?
You got it from the oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely the remnant of some other person that this probably a knight or probably an adventurer, a would-be adventurer like yourselves, who just wandered too close to the tower and got captured and killed.
Okay.
So now you can trade in your wooden sword that's covered in tinfoil. And,
it was a real sword. It just. But yeah, she's definitely looking at this one like it's like, whoa, my first real, like, actual made for killing sword. You know, like, she doesn't say it like that, but
right.
Yeah, she's somewhat in awe. She's for the the next day, she's probably insufferably happy. Because
wait, we need an extra disclaimer then, because that's always the case.
No, I mean she's very excitable, and she's
You're
like,
still describing the same day that we had yesterday.
She's so happy to be like on an adventure with like companions, and like now she's got a magical longsword. Like, this shit's all coming together. Like,
for Japanese anime.
Yeah, this is like one of my Japanese animes.
It would be a sword cane if it was a Japanese anime.
You're right.
No,
you're right.
they do a lot of isekai that are just
Yeah.
Yeah,
generic
you're just
Western
sword that
fantasy
turns into a
now.
submachine gun, though.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you all spend a long rest in the tower. And then from there, I believe you wanted to head back to Staghollow, correct?
Are we getting an echo?
Mhm.
I am hearing an echo.
An echo? Oh, from who?
From you, I think.
From me?
Oh, is it?
No. What?
I have no idea.
I'm not hearing it at the moment.
Me either.
Maybe.
All right.
So back to Staghollow.
Okay.
You you spend the next day heading back to the small village of Staghollow. You get there at about in the evening of the following day. And I had told you all to look over your downtime options because you're going to have some downtime here. It sounds like. What are you guys doing when you get back to the village?
I'm going to take the boat. Fishing.
You're going to take the boat out fishing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take a survival check.
I'll take an avoid
drowned.
more of those skegs check, whatever they're what are they called?
Scrags.
Scrags. Skegs.
Raglies.
Scragglies.
Wow. You hella survive.
You have an amazing time fishing. You're
For the
getting a
remainder of
lot
the
of
campaign, you
catches.
can't die. You survived.
Yep.
You actually kind of deplete the.
Yeah, I have a negative impact on the fish population of Ibron Lake.
You succeed so well. You've ecologically destroyed this region for future.
They kicked me out of Druid school for this.
Sorry.
The idea of druids having a school is just silly.
Yeah,
to me.
Druid school.
Fish school, Druids. Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
So Tig is going to head to the church and basically offer his services to help out the church.
Oh, sure. In a village like Staghollow, the church is probably like in some guy's backyard. Like it's probably not even its own building. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, he would gladly accept help, especially from someone who is experienced in churches outside of such a small village, like something from Rockwing or a more established position. So
Yep.
totally. What else?
Irynyx is going to do some smithing, making some progress on integrating that regenerative organ. The heart, I guess the heart. Yeah, it was the heart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From the
Heart.
scrag into a suit of armor to
Okay.
craft that, or make some progress crafting the magic item.
What kind of armor are you using?
I think I'll stick with medium because some people can wear it. I've got
Sure.
an extra set of half plate. I think.
Cool.
Though Dave can't wear metal. I don't know. No one has claimed it. Also,
That's
the medium
true.
armor is what's going to fit the most people. So.
Okay. All right. So eventually you'll have
Some half plate
of regeneration. Nice.
Hell yeah. Celsia immediately goes to the local watering hole and begins to regale the townsfolk with tales of valor. But she's adapted her usual act and is incorporating recent actual events about how the brave companions and her cleared out the tower and bravely protected the town of Staghollow, and like goes into great detail, performing and regaling this tale and all that stuff.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we should probably let the mayor know that we did that.
Minor details.
Maybe this is her way of doing that.
Let's see. For something like that, would you? Well, it wouldn't be. Would you treat that as carousing or as work or neither?
I was viewing it as my background feature.
Oh, right. Yep. Right.
So my background feature says, where is it? I can always find a place to perform, usually in an inner tavern, but possibly with a circus or a theater or a noble's court. At such a place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, as long as you perform every night. In addition, your performance makes you something of a local figure. When strangers recognize you in a town where you've performed, they typically take a liking to you.
Right. Yeah. So the local watering hole, as you put it, would be the Bear's Den, which is where you all stayed last time you were in Staghollow. And so the innkeep is like she sees that returning faces are like you guys are back, and so she kind of welcomes you in, and then you are telling these tales and regaling these stories and getting people to come, and they're like, oh, did you like? Eventually, word spreads throughout Staghollow, like, hey, these people went out into the woods and they killed like a giant, a two-headed giant. Did you hear about that? Like, and so now there's all these other people coming in. Yeah, and two ogres, yeah. So they're getting really excited, and all this extra business is now coming into the Bear's Den, and so
And like, I'm obviously embellishing,
right,
but I'm
yeah,
not. But I'm not. At no point do I like do anything deceptive or like try to
right,
play it up too much.
hmm
Uh, it's very it's kind of like when you watch like um one like a TV show in which someone is like telling like a historical event or something, and it's like really engrossing because they're so engrossing.
exactly, yeah,
Does that make sense? Okay.
mm-hmm. So yeah, so the innkeep offers you free room and board for you and your companions because of all the extra business that you're bringing in for her.
Yay! Thank you.
Um, to circle back to Tig, who rolled a persuasion check as part of his religious services downtime. Yeah, so the human that is in charge of the church, quote unquote, of Staghollow is a man by the name of Davin. Um, and yeah, you do so well, and he's so excited about having someone devoted to the church like this, who is, and also someone who, hey, just can't get tired from all this work, that that you essentially earn two favors from Davin and from the congregation of Divine Engine followers that exist in Staghollow.
Nice.
Erashka or Zephyr, do either of you have something that you wanted to?
Yeah. What's the gambling limit here, or ceiling, I should say?
That's a good question. It's not going to be too high.
A house.
A house, yeah. Okay, so gambling. I would say the stakes would be max 10 gold.
Max?
Mm-hmm. These aren't wealthy people in Staghollow.
Yeah.
Nobody
no, I
wealthy
know.
lives in a place called Staghollow.
Yeah, they fish
Yeah,
for fun. Come on.
That's why I don't think it's worth looking for anything else to do.
Oh, I see.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, what else can I do? It could work. I don't want to work. I'll gamble.
Okay.
Yep.
So gambling would be let's see, what are the checks? Wisdom, insight, charisma, deception, and charisma, intimidation. And you can replace one of those with a gaming check.
Oops, sorry.
Sir,
I'm helping.
I was trying to click through my sheet and it wasn't responding.
All right. So deception,
Okay.
insight, intimidation.
Nice. All right. That's
And that would have been 10 gold. Yeah, I was.
yeah. So you gain 15 gold back from all of your. So you spend 10, you gain 15.
Okay.
So
Positive 5.
yep.
Hooray! I'm rich.
Really?
No, not really. Oh, would they have a studded leather that I could buy here?
Ooh, I would say yeah, they'd have studded leather.
Cool. I will do that.
Nice. And you can just deduct however much it says in the PHB for cost
Cool. Cool.
on that. Zephyr, anything specific you want to do for downtime?
Yeah, Zephyr had acquired a book from the Clear Skies Cleric in Gricksburg, or at least they were pretending to be a cleric. I don't know if they actually were or not. But Zephyr is very interested in this tome and believes it has come into her possession for a reason. So she's going to spend a lot of time reading through and trying to basically get through as much of the book as she can.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's a page turner.
Sure. So according to the research rules, it requires an expenditure of 50 gold, but I'm going to say that you don't need to do that much. You can, like, we can do 20 gold. I'm just going to push the DC up a little bit, I think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I don't
Fair.
think you guys have 50 gold apiece yet, do you?
We got 50 gold each for clearing out the tower.
Oh, did anybody
That was
turn
in
that in yet?
advance.
It wasn't in advance.
It wasn't in advance, yeah, but
It wasn't?
we're gonna get it now.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, we'll just say that you spend your 50
Okay.
from that towards
Yeah.
your research. So,
Sounds good
so
to
then
me.
I'll just need make an intelligence check with a +1 bonus per 50 gold spent beyond the initial. So,
Okay, so intelligence +1. Oh boy. I'm going to guidance myself on this.
okay.
if I
Josh,
can.
were you about to say something there?
I was just gonna say I spend the 50 gold that I got on fixing up the church and like
Oh, nice.
yeah.
I don't.
I got a 3.
Unfortunately,
I'm not even gonna bother rolling guidance because
Dave, what are we at for inspiration right now? Are we still at 2
2.
or 3? 2. You could re-roll it if you wanted, Ian. Otherwise, that's a no result, no effect result.
I'm gonna selfishly spend it.
There you go.
Oh boy.
This is about dignity.
You know what's going to happen.
It's about the dignity.
Here comes the one.
Oh no!
Yeah. All right, now roll the guidance.
Yeah, that'll show. So a total of 7.
6. Oh, 7 total.
Plus 1,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. So in researching the snake ruins, the ruins of the ancient Amkha-Gor civilization, what little bit you learn is specifically about snake ruins in particular. You learn that it's not like the people of Staghollow don't know it as snake ruins, but they know it as a temple of the sun. And that would be the one piece of lore that you learn.
Okay. But I also got whatever is actually listed in the entry, though, right? Like,
I'm sorry. What?
like whatever's listed in the actual entry, Zephyr understood, but nothing. That's the only piece beyond that.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also get the sense. I'll also say that you get the sense that nobody, or at least from all your research, you don't get any indication of like snakes being a part of that. You know what I mean? So like the fact that the bugbear referred to it as snake ruins implies that something else has happened or something else has moved into that area that is not, that is snake related. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't originally, it's not a ruin of like suns and snakes. It's a temple of the sun.
It's just sun, and that's what everyone refers it to. I don't know if this would be included in the same research role, but I just would want to ask people in Gricksburg, like, there's this sun ruin that I've read about, but is there a moon ruin that they've heard of anywhere?
With a result of 6 or 7, unfortunately, no, nobody is aware of any moon ruins.
Okay.
With a 6, you forget the moon exists. or you're like, oh, there's gotta be moon ruins if there's a sun ruin, and then you're like, yeah. Assume.
All right.
And now we have 2 moons, right?
Yes, Ardathas
Mhm.
has 2 moons.
Yeah, I've
Correct.
got to revise my little speech.
A large one and a small one. Okay. Well, that's your guys' downtime in Staghollow. And we can say that would take a few days. I think I equate downtime to a work week, so that'd be like 5 days pass in Staghollow. What do you want to do from there? Or anything else you want to do in Staghollow, I guess I should say.
Claim my money
Well,
from the
I
mayor.
know I would at least catch up everyone else about what's in the book. That essentially there's this lost civilization called Amkha-Gor. There's ruins everywhere in the Seven Realms, and this civilization disappeared for some reason, and no one is sure exactly why. There's just different theories about why this happened. And that somehow this is related to what's happening. At least that's what Zephyr thinks.
And Dave, I missed what you had said.
Get the money from the mayor for clearing out the tower and re-up the boat if we're leaving it here again.
Oh, sure.
Harbor fees.
Get you every time.
Can we just kick it in the direction of North Haven?
No! Kick you in the direction of North Haven.
Yeah, wait, couldn't we just put if found, return to
No!
address of North? Why?
Put a little dog tag on it. That
It's
says
it's
North
already overdue. Like,
What you keep? Is it still filled with like troll guts?
no, we paid them to clean
No.
it out.
Yeah.
That was part of the harbor.
If we had just pushed it to North Haven filled with troll guts, they would have known that we completed the job.
Or that we were dead.
Yeah, either
No,
way.
they're clearly
We-
troll.
Half dozen of them, right?
Either way, you're off the hook.
Right? Yeah. Either way, we either valiantly died trying to do the thing that they said to do, or
Mhm.
we succeeded in doing the thing they said to do, or we totally still didn't because we never actually killed more than one. But
We don't know how many there are.
there's got to be more than one, right?
All right. So if
there?
you all haven't added 50 gold to your inventories from the payout from the broken tower,
I haven't.
go ahead and do that. Other than Ian and Josh, who both spent theirs already.
I think Celsi would probably wrestle back and forth with the idea of accepting a monetary reward.
Mm.
Because she's like, she wants to be like, no, my reward is doing the right thing and protecting the innocent. But
Right.
she also has been on the road for like 2 years, having left her wealthy family, and knows what it's like to be broke.
I was gonna say, yeah,
She is.
but Celsia also enjoys eating, so you know,
Yeah.
that.
So she makes a big show of like, are you sure? No, I can't accept this. It's
While
you know,
stuffing
as
the
she,
money
like,
into
pockets
her
it. Yeah,
bustier. Yeah.
No. She offers to like let them keep it, and when they, in all likelihood, graciously say no, it's yours, you earned it, then she'll then she will relent.
Nice.
But if they are like, oh, actually, that's good, we could really use it, then she'll give it.
I think Lord Onan would no, he would insist that you be paid for your work.
Okay.
All right. So you spend your 5 days in Staghollow. Oh, go ahead, Justin.
Oh, is he gonna then send out some people to man the tower then, or what?
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that would be part of it too. He'd be like he would be excited to get militiamen back up to the tower to fix it up and make
Careful
sure
of the
that it
traps
is
we
in
never
working order
found.
again.
Sorry, I
Alright.
missed what you said, Maxine. What was that?
I said, just be careful about the traps that we never found.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, all right. So you guys spend your 5 days in Staghollow. You complete all of your downtime. And then is the plan to head back to Snake Ruin, or not back to, but to the Snake Ruins, to the Sun Temple?
Kind of RSVP'd
Yeah.
for it.
Do we want to?
I'm assuming.
And also, the episode is called the Snake Queen or whatever. So
It is called the Serpent
I
Queen.
have
you're
a
right.
feeling it would be a little bit of a bait and switch.
You know,
Hey
it
guys,
wouldn't
let's
be
go
the
back
first
to
time you guys
Northaven
did
for
it.
Turn the
Yeah,
Boat.
we totally. Honestly, I don't like snakes. Let's not go there.
Yeah, we've got a
On
boat to
second
return.
thought, let's not go to Camelot.
It's a city.
This is a silly place. Do we want to have like a mini in-character discussion, or do we just skip past that because we already had it out of
Well,
character?
we had a week, including some in character. I guess all RP is in character, but yeah. But no one else opted to join in.
No, not to debate it, but just to act it out for purely role-playing purposes. Okay,
Mhm.
never mind. Let's just move on.
All right. So the journey to the Sun Temple ruins, you're looking at about a 3-day journey. It's going to be 1 day through the woods, and then each hex of mountain travel takes a day as well. So it is going to take some time to get there.
Ooh.
What kind of mountains are these? Are these like enormous big snowy mountains? Are they like Adirondacks? Are they like wood?
They're the ones that are in like the middle of like the where the Sun Temple is. They are tall and snow-capped mountains, but for the most part, they're pretty low. And most of their sides are forested, so there's not any like super steep slopes or anything like that. So for the most part, it's easier going than what you would expect going through mountainous territory.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dave. What kind of animal?
Bird.
Okay. Oh,
Wait, what?
right.
Yeah, I was
They
actually
just-
considering purchasing a mule
Oh,
to
okay.
carry stuff.
Staghollow would
Yeah.
have a mule for sale.
Yeah, and also like some general adventuring stuff. If we're going into mountains.
I do want to note that the last time Justin, specifically Justin, brought a mule to one of your sessions.
It wasn't just one.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
it's not like
It went all the
four.
way up to
Multiple
E?
mules.
Yeah,
It was
A, B, C,
5.
D.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you
was
went up
ED.
to E?
You polymorphed it into a
Yeah,
mouse.
he
and it
had
freaked
5
out
mules, and
had
they were
a potential crisis of identity and like fucking died.
Did it die?
I don't remember.
yeah, it died.
Poor mule. Animal.
Yeah, that
cruelty.
was A. Poor A.
Well, I can only concentrate on one thing, and it was either turn the donkey into a gerbil or stop the poison gas from filling the room.
It was awesome.
Great.
Anyway,
Watch our Tomb of Horrors playthrough.
Yes,
on
that's what I
YouTube.
was gonna say. Go to the YouTube channel and check out our Tomb of Horrors playthrough.
It's got like 1,500 likes.
That part 1 is one of my most popular videos on YouTube. I think
I saw
just
that
because of the
other day, I
name.
was like, what?
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
that's exciting. But wait to do that until after we're done streaming. So
Nah, go watch it now.
they're just gonna fight some snakes. Who cares? All right. So the traveling through the forest is as much as it has been, and you know this area decently well. Now you've kind of been in and around this part of Corwin a couple times, and then you head up into the mountains at the end of the first day, and then make camp and resume your travels the next day. And it's in the evening of the second day, so you're looking at, you know. Go
Can I
ahead.
very briefly interrupt?
Go ahead.
So, like, in the morning of the second day, as we're setting off and we're like getting, a little closer, Celsi is like, okay, everyone huddle around. I have a really important question. We need a name. We need like a group name, right? All of the best tales involve these traveling parties that have a name. What's our name? When I introduce us to our audience, we need to obviously have,
What do you suggest?
I'm still thinking about it.
I've never been part of a group like this, so I'm not sure. I mean,
Neither
there's
have I.
2 ways you can go with a name. You can go very funny and something that you'll remember, or something that's meaningful.
We're doing important work out here. I don't want it to be funny.
Fair enough.
I'm not the one to ask about this.
Super Sage in chat suggests Sepsis and the Scrubs.
I think he just misspelled Celsia.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah, Celsius Angels. I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, Celsia Rose and the Blinks. No. I don't know, just something to think about. We can't just keep introducing ourselves as some people who are looking to help, right?
Sure. How about
Inaccurate.
something about wardens? I like wardens.
Ooh.
We're looking to stop the whatever's going on here with the.
How about Cloudy Skies?
I think there's clear skies, and we have to act in opposition to them, and now we call ourselves cloudy skies or polluted skies.
Cloudy
It
skies.
seems it almost seems disparaging towards us, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
and
paints
also
them in the better light.
That's a bit antithetical to my brand. After all, I am Herald of the Moon and Stars.
Sure.
I mean,
This
But-
almost feels like you hid something that you wanted to call us.
no, I just wanted us to think about it. Because the other day when I was talking to Lady Jacqueline, I didn't really have anything to refer to us by.
What are they
Yeah.
called? They're the Seekers. What
the
was your Celeste Knight woman? What was her party called?
Order of the Seven.
Or the seven.
Yeah, the Order of the Seven. They're widely known.
Squall
But
starts.
the super
Squall
six-
starts visibly counting in his head the number of people around.
Yeah. The Supreme
Running
Six.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's keep riffing on it as we go.
Let's workshop it a little bit.
Yeah, well, get into the writer's room, you know.
If you say so.
The B Squad.
The Sinister Six? No, we're good. Secret.
The Order of the Six, totally distinct from the Order of the Seven TM.
Do we want to do any close quarters? Should we roll a close quarters scene real quick?
I would love to do
No,
a close.
I mean,
All right.
you are,
Yeah.
but you're not. Okay, all right, everybody, roll a d6.
that was just Celsia engaging the group in some random shit.
That's true.
That's true.
Our close quarters.
Nice.
Someone. Oh, we're just rolling a d6.
Just a
right?
d6.
Look
Okay.
at you, Dave. Aren't you?
You're going to regret this.
Unless Ian rolls a 6, then yeah.
Come on,
that's-
Ian. Come on.
It
Let's do this.
says it's rolling the dice, but I see no dice being rolled.
Oh
So
no.
do I.
We're gonna have another really awkward conversation between.
Oh!
It's just destiny. It's just destiny.
It is. All right.
Destiny.
So we have Ian and MJ together. We have Justin and Josh, and then we have Case and
Mhm.
Dave.
Isn't this the same pairings as the first one?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
the
it's
exact
the
same?
Yeah.
I think so,
All right.
Okay, then I'm gonna have Josh, Case, and Dave. The first three. I'm gonna have you re-roll.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. So now it's our two highest are still. Oh yeah, because I didn't have MJ or Ian. Re-roll.
Yeah.
So it's
what-
MJ and Ian
what
again.
do you expect?
But it's Case and Justin and Dave and Josh.
That's fine.
And this is your camp in the mountains after your first day of travel, going into your second day.
Oh, so this is okay. Gotcha.
Whoever has a
Crickets.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Kind of sprung on us. So
I
Mhm.
have any
You're
thoughts,
right.
Ian?
Yeah.
Ian, do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I have a
Do we have multiple tents, or are any of us like sharing a tent or anything? Is that the idea?
Tents?
Are we
We're
just sleeping
just
out in
sleeping
the
under
wild?
the stars.
Yeah.
We're going to snow-capped mountains with no one for our tents.
I think it would be cool if Zephyr caught Celsia like completely out of character.
hmm
Like maybe she gets up in the middle of the night and like goes over to like a stream and starts splashing water in her face and like starts like trying to I don't know, like reorient herself, and on the way back bumps into you.
Yeah, I think Zephyr might be like trying to meditate on her visions at that moment, so Celsia might literally bump into her. I can imagine.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So literally, does she meditate like standing or sitting down?
I think she's probably sitting down, yeah, with her eyes
Okay.
closed.
So she like just like far enough away that she doesn't, the conversation doesn't bother anyone else, but this would be like in the middle of the night or something, and just like almost trips over Zephyr and looks down and oh, uh, um, I, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. She's
Okay.
very clearly in a different like personality.
Mm. It's okay. I wasn't having much luck anyway. Are you okay?
Um, luck with what?
With talking with, well, not really talking with Emic, but just trying to understand the images I've seen.
She sits down next to Zephyr across from her. What kinds of images?
Well, I mean, for the past couple of months, I've just seen lots of images of similar to what happened in the city with things falling out of the sky, but more recently, I've had some other ones that are strange and not the same, like related to ravens and birds, and I don't know what they mean, and ruins.
Huh.
You said before you're, I can't remember your exact phrase, defender of the moon and stars. And you're from around here. Have you ever heard of a temple of the moon?
She shakes her head and looks kind of shameful and says, That's nothing. I scribbled it down on a piece of parchment once when I was 12. It doesn't mean anything.
Well,
It's all,
it sounds impressive at least.
well, that's the idea. I hope to someday live up to that sort of person.
I mean, you say it doesn't mean anything, but meaning is just what other people get from something, really.
Maybe
Or
if
what?
we find this Temple of the Moon, we can figure out a meaning from it.
It's possible. I'm hoping so. Feel like there's still so much I don't understand, but I know we'll find it eventually. I'm hoping at least.
In all of the stories that I used to read and the tales that I listened to, the Emerald Ensemble perform, the heroes who set out on those journeys, they didn't have the answers. Not when they first set forth. They became who they were through the course of that. So maybe
makes
we'll
sense
figure it
to
out
me.
as we go. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll
that does make sense to me. I know. I mean, I heard you talking with the others before about feeling like you're maybe you don't have the answers as well either, but I mean, I was pretty impressed back there because you stood toe to toe with a giant two-headed thing that I've never seen before, and I can't tell you how to feel, but I'm proud for you, even if you're not proud for yourself.
In the like the dim firelight of the campfire, you can tell she's blushing a little bit, and she kind of like pales, then blushes, and then very meekly accepts your compliment and says like, "Thank you. You don't. You too. I mean, that you. I'm gonna go to sleep." And she just like awkwardly stands and like she very obviously is not as like adept in speaking in this voice, so to speak. She's not used to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nice. All right. So Zephyr and Celsia go down for the night, and then during the course of the watch, Squall is on first watch, and then first watch goes without incident, and you go to wake up Tig for second watch.
Yep. I don't really know how to wake him up. I kind of approach it kind of like oddly.
Poke him with a stick.
Yeah, like
he's literally just kind of sitting on the ground cross-legged, and he looks like an object. No lights in his eyes. He just looks like a statue, essentially.
yeah. So I like poke it with my staff.
His eyes kind of light up.
I do the girliest shriek.
Tig actually laughs in character. My apologies. I didn't think that would scare you.
It's a little unsettling. I mean, how do you how do your kind tell the difference when one of you is dead?
It's a little more complicated than that. Dead is not exactly the same for us, because our bodies can be reused.
And you're fine with that?
Why wouldn't we be? What matters to us, that what makes us us, goes back to the God Machine.
And what is this God Machine that you serve? We don't really... I mean, we have lay bridges in Baldora, but I tend to avoid those where I can.
If I was able to completely answer that question, then I would probably be a lot happier myself. But it's what created us. It's what powers the lay bridges. It's what holds this world together.
I think there are some that argue that it might have caused as much damage to the world as it's like we're barely hanging on as it is, these like floating islands, and the towers falling out of the sky kind of reinforces that.
I wouldn't disagree with them. Remember, I was created by the God Machine to kill. So clearly it is capable of both great good and destruction as well. I wouldn't go so far as to say evil, because that would be assuming I'm evil, and then that gets into another theological debate that I haven't drank enough booze for.
So why are you out here in the wilds anyway?
Because there's no front line to fight on right now.
And if there were, you would leave?
That's what I was created to do. We all serve our own purposes. We don't always like it, but we do what we were meant to do.
It must be nice to have it all planned out for you then.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Takes his, his mug of mead and downs most of it.
You've got to do a whole watch. Make sure you keep a clear head.
Clear is subjective.
I think with that. Go on.
I promise the scream to wake everybody up won't be quite as loud as yours.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll go back to my my bed.
All right. Nice. And we are going to, actually, it's a few minutes after 8, so we're going to take our break. And then when we get back, we will conclude our close quarters scenes with Irynyx and Arashka. So see you all in about 15, 20 minutes.
Bye.
Welcome back. Thanks for sitting tight for our break. And we're going to jump right into our remaining close quarters scene between Erashka and Irynyx.
That's right. That's what we're doing.
Who had all this time to plan?
Justin wasn't here. What are you fucking talking about? All right. So if we're taking the last watch of the night, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounded like you had questions.
I do, but like, I don't want to do a scene that's just like, what's the deal with this? And why is this this? Why is this that? That doesn't. I don't know. Honestly, can we decline the opportunity? Like, I don't. I'm not going to make that decision for you. Like, but like, yeah.
If you feel like, yeah.
Well, actually, maybe, like, that was your first instinct, was that like, Irynyx is like probably irritated with Erashka, so like, that's probably accurate. But like, I do not know that is a compelling scene at the moment.
I think so. The close quarters scene is the two of them doing their watch in complete awkward silence.
That makes sense. That would be like two in a row,
I mean, honestly,
and I'm fine with that for me.
Yeah, if you're not inclined, if she's not inclined to explain herself, I don't want to just like interrogate you for the whole scene. It also, I don't think Irynyx would be like, this is not going to be useful. So yeah, if it's just like stony silence.
I think that's probably the best. Yeah, we just we don't even look at each other.
Oh.
All right.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Okay. No, that works. That's still a character moment. Dave, do you want to increase inspiration by 1 for the close quarter scenes? And then you all resume your travels into the mountains. You spend another camp. You spend another night in the mountains, and then you're heading. And according to the maps and where it was pointed out by the bugbear captive that you had, you get the sense that you're approaching where this ruin should be. There's still sparsely, there's still trees around you. You're in like a light forest, and it's high elevation, so there's a bit here and there, a bit of cover, and it begins to rain as you're going. Cold rain and windy, so that's not terribly fun.
Squall's favorite.
And let's see, we have Zephyr and Celsia are in the front of our marching order.
Mm-hmm.
As you're going, Zephyr, you would notice something sticking out of the brush and dirt nearby. It looks like a corner of a piece of paper or parchment.
I'm gonna point it out to everyone, and unless someone stops me, I'm just gonna start approaching it.
Sure.
Is that a piece of paper?
It looks like it. Someone must have dropped it, I'm guessing.
Oh, perhaps perhaps it is the plea of a traveler who needs our assistance.
Anything is possible. I'll reach for it.
Okay. You extract it from its from it being half buried in the dirt and leaves, fallen leaves and all that. And you see that it's actually a quarter or about a fourth of a page that's been torn apart. And you can't really make sense of what it was supposed to be originally, but you can tell one thing. This is part of a spell scroll.
A strange thing to find.
What is it?
It's a piece of a spell scroll, I think.
Who would tear up such a valuable item?
Does it look like it's been folded and torn, or just has it been carefully torn?
give me an investigation check.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Arashka was looking around as soon as we saw a piece of paper. She was looking for anyone or anything else that might be out of the ordinary.
Irashka, you wouldn't find any other things that look like they don't belong here. Squall, you get the sense that it was torn hastily.
The words that are on it, is it like in a language that I can speak, or is it like some arcane gibberish?
It would probably be written in Draconic.
Okay. So that's a no for me.
I would recognize. Yeah. Okay. I don't know that you actually write spell scrolls
like language.
Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, I don't know what they actually look like.
It's probably a mix of like command words and also symbols and arcane sigils and stuff like that.
I can read Draconic though, but it sounds too fragmented to.
The one thing that you can tell, Irynyx, with your proficiency in Arcana is that it's an abjuration spell. But that is all you'd be able to pull from it.
Can we tell if it's like been activated? Like, is it
destroyed? If
it is not used.
Okay.
This is unusual.
I will use my divine sense to see if there's any gross things nearby.
Okay. What specific gross things are there?
Specifically fiend or undead, although also it'll pick up celestials.
And what's the distance?
60 feet.
Okay.
Zephyr can smell undead too.
Zephyr can smell undead?
Yeah, it's through the smell, yeah. I have a very specific smell.
Celsia, your divine sense does not pick up any fiends, undead, or celestials.
Okay.
And Zephyr, your nose confirms this.
Follow your nose.
After a few moments of you all considering this piece of an abjuration spell scroll, you hear something tearing through the underbrush not too far from you. It'd be within 30 feet it'd be to the west of your current position, and it's rushing through the underbrush back the way that you all came from.
Sound big?
No, it sounds small.
Chase it.
What? Oh, like it's running down.
Yeah,
not like it's running. Yeah, it's
running towards us from up the mountain.
It is coming from further up, and it's running generally towards you, but it's further off to the side, so it's more like it's passing you by.
Shall we try to intercept?
I don't even know what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Celsia, roll me an athletics check.
Oh, I'm good at that. Oop. Oh, sorry. Clicked the wrong thing.
I mean, that looks like athletics to me. So does
it did pop up. Okay, it just didn't make a noise.
Oh. You take off. Celsia takes off after this thing, and as you're running, you see it to be a goblin that is running scared, and it's looking over its shoulder. And then when it looks back and sees armored Celsia chasing after it, it gives a little and it tries to run even faster. But you're able to chase it down.
I'm yelling like, halt! In the name of Estrella!
And it's like, it's going to keep running. And you are able to cut it off and stop it if you want.
Okay.
Otherwise,
yeah. I don't want to like body check it, but I do want to intercept, so to speak. Sure. So like I get in its way and I'm like, where are you going? Where are you coming from?
And it runs into Celsia and it's like, and it tries to get around her and it's like moving.
It's like the scruff of its neck or something, like its collar.
Yeah, and you just stop it and it's like, no. And it's like, let me go.
First, I have a couple questions. That's all. I'm not gonna hurt you. If you answer me. Where are
It's
you
like, fine,
coming?
questions, quick.
Where are you coming from? Why are you running?
Speed running.
Chased! Being chased!
What are you being chased by?
Oh, and then, and it looks over its shoulder, and it's like, that's Snake Queen.
You're being chased by a snake queen. I don't think snakes have queen.
Whoa. And it looks genuinely confused for a second.
Okay, stay with me. I won't let the snake queen get you. We just have a few questions. That's all.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Uh, 11.
Okay. Do you set it down or do you let go of it?
What is it? Does it like nod? Does it? Like, give
So you
anything
tell it,
to
you
that's going
tell
in?
it, don't run away, and
Yeah, like I won't let the snake queen hurt you. I just have a couple questions. We happen to be heading in this direction.
and it's like, okay.
Are you gonna run?
No.
I won't set it down yet, but I relax my grip, and
Okay.
she says, listen, I am Celsia Luminaire Rose, defender of the innocent, and if you haven't done anything wrong, you have nothing to fear from me.
No wrong. I'm innocent.
All right. I set him down.
He takes off the direction he was running before.
All right.
Sublight, thanks for the sub.
Son of a bitch. I command him to stop with the command spell.
All right, that's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save DC 13.
Okay. You command him, you shout out your command, and he stops, rigid, standing still about 15 feet away.
So it only lasts for a round, so I'll saunter over, and like get in his way again very clearly. And as the spell fades and he finds himself able to move again, she says, now why would you lie to me?
Oh, I didn't. Accident? Didn't mean to.
My companions and I, we are headed to the Sun Temple in the mountains. You know of it.
Maybe.
Is that where you were running from?
Maybe.
I really wish I had Zone of Truth right now.
What is everyone else doing?
Guess who prepared Zone of Truth?
I mean, the end of a +1 longsword is kind of a zone of truth.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth on it. That's what I was planning.
Have we caught up to her?
She's not far away from you, so if you wanted
yeah.
to, you could have, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does Zone of Truth require a save?
It does. Let me pop it in.
Oh gosh.
Charisma save.
Now it's worth noting Zone of Truth doesn't actually prevent them from being evasive. It just prevents them from outright lying. Yeah.
But hopefully with this guy, he's not going to be smart enough to take advantage of that. DC 14 charisma.
Oh, yeah, he outsmarted Celsia already, so it's pretty wily.
Well,
I would not call that outsmarting. Celsia put a modicum of trust into a goblin again.
Yeah, like I said, he outsmarted Celsia already.
Yeah.
So the Zone of Truth pops up over Celsia and the goblin and Zephyr, and the goblin's like,
Is it like is it like Troy Barnes from Community under the effect of a truth serum? Randomly spouting truths that make no sense. Oh my God.
It says I do know whether it took effect, so did he fail?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
go.
working.
Okay.
You came from the Sun Temple. What is the situation there? Tell me and I'll let you go.
Bad.
You're in the zone of truth too, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You need to make a save too.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll make a save. Just to be, is wisdom?
charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, charisma. Sorry, ignore that. 9. So I fail. But she doesn't seem to care. She's
Right.
compelled to tell the truth. She doesn't typically lie anyway.
So you ask the goblin, "What's the situation at the Sun Temple?" And it says bad. And immediately after it says bad, its legs start working really hard, like it's trying to run away. But you're still
Just
holding
tell
it up.
me, bad how? Be more specific. We are heading in that direction. We can help.
Help! No help! No one left to help. Just me.
No, I'm not. All of your. I'm sorry. That's What were you doing at the Sun Temple?
Traveling through
To get to
Irynyx.
Rocknut?
to get to the tower.
To get to the tower.
Hmm.
The tower is under the tower is the rightful property of the people of Staghollow and has been reclaimed as such.
Irynyx is gonna pull out one of the green soul gems,
Mm.
and look for a reaction from this pitiable creature.
His eyes go to it, and he kind of stares at it for a moment, and he looks up at Irynyx, and he's like, "What that?"
This wouldn't happen to be found at the Sun Temple, would it?
Mm. I've never been in the temple.
I see.
Hmm.
She'll put it back in the bag.
So you were just traveling through to get from Rocknock to the tower.
Yes. And he
Alright.
tries to run again, but you're still holding him, so he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I just like I can roll grapple if you want, but
No.
Yeah, okay. I
Who
turned
is
into
at the temple now?
Yeah.
Now,
What is the
Yeah,
serpent?
who's there?
no one.
Who is the snake queen?
Styraxia.
Does that name ring a bell?
It would not.
Okay.
Where's the Snake Queen?
Ow.
Nobody do it.
Yeah. But why did you anger it? Her.
I don't know. Rocknock have deal with Styraxia. We pass through and
Mm.
give her one of our captives as tribute.
One of your captives.
Mhm.
What sorts of captives are we speaking about?
Goblins mostly.
I see.
Pass through where exactly?
The temple. Safely. The path. It goes by the temple.
So this Serpent Queen has reneged on her deal. Is this what you're saying?
Yes.
She has taken back her word. She has broken her promise.
Yes.
Well then, that is Celsia stands tall for a second and says, if this is true, then such a foul deed should not go unpunished, don't you think?
I'd rather just run. I'm no good at punishing.
That's okay. For I, Violet Evelyn Starling. Well, and then she like looks down and like blinks and then looks at Zephyr and then like will and she just deflates and like puts the goblin down.
I think what my friend is trying to say is we don't need you to come with us, but you said there's no one at this temple, but where is the Snake Queen then, if not at this temple?
Oh, she's chasing Bargaz. He ran other way.
Bargaz is
you
your
said
friend?
Well, more like guy I know from work.
Good God.
Go back to where you came from and menace the people of Staghollow no longer.
I don't want to go back past the temple.
It is on the opposite side. How is he supposed to go back pissed?
Which way is your work acquaintance in the Serpent Queen? Which way did they go?
North.
Okay. Anyone
And he
else have
he
anyone?
takes like a
anything
step and
to
then
ask?
stops, and he's looking at everyone else like, "Are you gonna chase?" And then he takes another step.
You can go.
Violet just backs up and is like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Like out of character.
Tig just waves bye to the goblin.
He turns and dashes off.
Sounds like we have a lead.
That spell,
Hmm.
that gets in the way of my act.
I didn't even make that connection. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I should have warned you when that power. No one can speak falsehood.
It's okay. I wasn't trying to be a liar. It's just, I guess that means it's
You were just lying.
right. I'm really not this person I want to be.
I mean, I don't know how it works exactly. It might be what you believe in your heart to be
It's
a
okay.
lie.
You don't have to. And she, head down, hair curtained around her head, she starts walking in the direction of the Sun Temple.
Good news is it only lasts 10 minutes. So
The pen is blue. The pen is royal blue. I love that movie. Anyway.
All right. I am setting up the next map.
And not
with
battle
your
map.
tokens. Yeah, it's not a battle map.
Not
Ignore
a
the
battle
grid
map at all. No.
Nope.
I believe you.
And it looks like one or two of you may not have updated HP, so just make sure that you have that.
I definitely did a long rest.
But don't worry, it's not a battle map.
It's not. Just making sure that you guys are aware. But no, you follow the path, and it leads up this slope, and you start to see broken pillars that look ancient that are now lying on either side of this path, and it leads to this stony hill that's probably about 30 feet above. It rises 30 feet above where you guys are currently. And the path splits and goes on either side of it. To the north, the path slopes down a little bit. It looks like it goes under a balcony. And you can see a set of doors below that balcony, presumably leading into the base of this temple or tower or whatever this is. And then the path to the south slopes upwards and wraps around the south side of this structure. There's walls that are all broken and ruinous. At their height, they're maybe 8 feet up. And you get the sense that they were much higher than that at some time long ago when this temple was newer. But it is definitely ancient at this time. So what are you doing?
Are there any tracks leading in
You beat me
direction?
to it. Yeah.
There we go. A roll.
You definitely see on this side of it, you can see goblin tracks. You identify them as goblin. There are two sets of tracks. One of them runs in the direction you all came from, and one of them heads this direction down the slope on the north side of the
I'm not an
of the
expert on
hill.
feet. They're just feet. I recognize footprints now.
Okay, I mean, you
You're
rolled a
tiny.
23. You've fought goblins before.
I'm not. Look, I don't have like encyclopedic knowledge of every species feet.
No,
I
you don't.
I
No.
think context clues can cue us into the
Yeah.
fact that they're goblin.
Just
All right, you see, they're definitely ogre feet.
mhm. Wow.
Hang on, let me change out a couple tokens.
Mhm.
Do we see any other ones? Like he said there were more than the two of them. Up
He
here.
did,
Said
but
he
you
was
don't.
the last one left.
Right.
Or
So we
just
can see
him or
like
something.
goblin corpses or anything?
You don't see any corpses.
I think those would have been included in the description.
You never know. Checked corpse.
Mhm.
No slithery tracks or anything.
No, not that you can see
All right.
here.
I'm looking for very particularly symbols, like any symbols I see among the ruins, or that look
You
like could be
see.
symbols.
I would say that the exterior is too worn and ruinous to see any symbols or iconography on the
Mhm.
outside.
How long did it take us to reach this?
From where the
place?
goblin was,
Yeah, from the goblin.
5-10 minutes.
Okay, so I mean, reasonable
Just
assumption that the goblin is the other goblin's like 10 minutes or what? Another 10 minutes north. Okay.
in the other direction.
Yeah.
Uh, so,
At least.
lay bridges. Can we sense the lines? And would they come through this area?
Like if you would be able to tell when you're in the vicinity of a lay bridge. And you're
Okay,
not.
so lay bridge is just a point as opposed to ley lines, which are actual.
Well,
lines.
it would. I mean, lay bridge is the artificial ley line that have like anchor points. You'd be able to tell when you're in the vicinity of an artificial ley line. You are not.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Rashka looks uninterested.
I'm gonna start walking my way up the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought you meant to the door.
That's a balcony, right? Nick
Oh,
said,
there's
a
and this
balcony,
this
yeah,
is sloping down.
Under the
Yeah.
balcony.
Yeah.
So yeah.
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 Keep
The
going.
path continues to wind to the south, and you can tell that it looks like it goes into an opening, like a doorway or an archway, just up ahead.
Keep walking.
As we're walking, I'll tell Celsia, this looks similar to that ruin I told you about in my dream. Not the same, but part of the same thing, maybe.
She'll keep inching forward until she gets to about here.
So when you get around the corner of that, you see, and the black circles are, you see a number of statues. There's 4 that are on pedestals on like the points of the compass. You can see on this map, there's those pedestals. And these statues have fallen and broken. They definitely look old. And then there's 3 that look a lot newer that are standing where those circles are. All of humanoid statues. The 3 that are the 3 newer ones, one of them is a humanoid that has a long sword in its hand and is raising it like it's going to swing. Another one is holding a scrap of paper in its hand, and this is actual paper. It's not stone. So like its stone claws are gripping a piece of parchment. And then the one that's closest to you is actually fallen, like it's positioned so that it's leaning back against the wall. And it's actually at the top of a set of stairs that are curling their way down.
Can we talk about how many bears we have in the party again? Is this barren? Is this a barren temple?
Yes, yeah, the temple is bare. The middle of the temple, or the middle of this level rather, there is a stone pedestal, almost like it looks kind of like an altar, and there's a dome on the top of it, and this dome is covered in a thick layer of dust and grime.
As a player, I have a good idea of what these might be, but as Zephyr, can she use her religious knowledge to get a sense of these statues, like, to get a sense of like what they're trying to represent, or what's the deal?
I'll take a religion check, sure.
There's no bases to these statues, right?
Correct.
Oh my god,
hold on,
low
hold on,
rolls
grab
today
the
for you again. Just not gonna roll anymore.
So if we take a look at that piece of paper, is it missing
Yeah.
1/4 of it?
No, what was
The paper that is in its hand looks to be about the same size as the one you have. It looks like it's a piece of the same parchment, but it's not the remaining. It's part of a whole.
Oh.
which statue? How deep into this temple?
It
was
would be
that?
the one right here.
With my
That's
roll
that.
of three, Zephyr's like, the
Yeah, I'll
statue
go
dropped
hold
a
that.
piece
I'll
of
go hold
paper.
that I'll go Indiana Jones this shit. Put it. Oh hell yeah! All right.
Oh god.
Right?
All right,
Irynyx,
you're
clearly
like-
the statue dropped a piece of paper.
All right.
You're like something about this is very familiar.
Well, no, like as soon as I cross the threshold, let's see which one this one. It is. Frightened by a
because of the
creature
one.
I can see of the DM's choice for the next minute.
What?
Oh.
One of you has betrayed me.
What?
I think
yeah,
it's
okay, so
Genji, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
afraid of it.
Well, DM's choice.
I'm-
Junji would be a present. If
he would be
if-
present. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a d6,
Okay.
and Junji's gonna take your place in the d6. So 1, 2, 3.
Sure,
Junji's
sure.
gonna be 4. I look at that. I rolled Junji.
Oh god.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And it's just perched at the top of the wall, looking down at you like. "Meh."
Is that not your own? That's what I said.
No, I think I would remember making something like this.
It's yours. She throws her up. Her arm
It's
out.
a pretty good
Walks
try,
away.
but I'm gonna back up.
I'm gonna go over here.
Mhm.
Meh.
So I guess I'll take a look at these statues too.
I'll check out the
Uh,
altar.
Would this be like a nature roll to, or what? What would be a good? I mean, I'll roll investigate, but
I think investigation would be the best.
The
Like
appropriate?
if you're trying to like, you look at the statues, you can tell that they're hobgoblins.
oh wow,
Oh wow, nice.
Nobody's
I-
seen a statue before.
Yeah, okay, so Celsia, when you are inspecting you're inspecting the altar, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you see along the base of the altar there are small divots kind of dug or carved into the altar itself. And then you also see what looks to be like a button or a panel of some sort, like something that like a pressure panel, like you could push it in.
Oh. Everyone, I found something.
Arashka is trying to get the
I-
piece of
I
paper
mean,
out of the statue hands.
I mean,
It
hark!
slides out.
companions. I have solved this mystery.
Unsolved.
Squall's got 9 intelligence, and he knows that's not a word.
I combined unraveled and solved. I have to work on that. She writes this down again and like starts over. And points to the button.
Tick immediately goes to press it.
Wait, what if it's a trap?
Then it'll probably hurt. Continues to go in to press it.
I step away.
Tig, you press
Yeah,
that button,
back
it goes in. It goes in about an inch, and then it slowly slides back out, and you hear the grinding of stone on stone from below your current position.
Yeah, I was going to ask. These are stairs going down,
Mm-hmm. They are.
and is there a floor up? But it's just we can't get to it with feet?
There's just open sky above you. Everything that was
Okay.
above you is all ruin.
Okay.
How long does the like grinding noise persist?
You hear it for about 10, 15 seconds, and then it stops.
Once it stops, Tig's like, didn't feel like a trap.
'Twas but a noise generator.
Oof.
I'm joking, Squall.
I'm gonna go down these stairs.
And by
Those
those,
are the stairs
stairs,
The
you mean
stairs down are
I thought there were two, right? You said?
There's the stairs going up
lead
that
to
are-
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so?
But
Does
if you're
this
gonna go
statue
down,
look like it was? Does what does this statue look like it was trying to do?
Run up the stairs, I'm guessing.
The statue is it looked like
How's
if
it
it
been
were
carved?
depicting a person in action, it would be depicting a person who fell backwards and was cowering.
Huh.
Hmm.
Is it sort of in the way of the stairs?
No, you can maneuver around it, no problem.
Doesn't
Right,
look like
but
it
would the
is-
feng
looks
shui
like
be
that was
completely
just a
wrong
statue.
to place the statue of a cowering thing here at the top of a stairwell?
It's a weird position to place a statue, yes.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
This non-weird statue that I'm looking at, what is it depicting exactly?
A featureless humanoid who is holding what looks to be like a stone-carved sun emblem in front of their chest. 2 hands.
Gotcha.
Not everyone
Yeah.
with the stone is Solaire.
Tell that to Solaire.
I don't know what that. I'm preoccupied as I can't approach the stairs, and as I back up, Junji is just following pre-existing command.
Following you.
Yeah, yeah. So he's just gonna keep doing this, and this is what I'm.
I head over to Junji and I scoop him up in my arms.
What?
Be careful.
What?
And I bring him over to Tefka.
It's got feet. Its feet are hands. Human hands.
I know.
So
I'm gonna
it's
hover
holding
out
your
of the
hands
way.
as you hold it.
I'm just gonna keep it away. What are you doing with it? We have no idea where it's been.
I thought she turns to everyone else like, am I misremembering? Is this not Tefka's thing?
Yes.
Honestly, I thought I was hallucinating it
is.
the entire time. So
Oh, the sake of, and she just drops it and like not like hard, just like.
So the pedestal.
Nick, you tell me when a
said...
minute's passed.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll let it go just a little longer.
Sure, yeah.
So you said the pedestal. Does it look like it used to hold something there?
Well, it comes up about 3 feet high,
Okay.
and along the exterior walls of that, there are pieces that are carved out. Like it looks like you could slide something in. Then there was the button that Celsia found, that Tig pushed. And the top is a dome that's covered in dust and grime. Yeah.
Okay. So if we try to polish this dust off.
Yeah. So you wipe and it comes off clean, and you can see that it is a glass dome inside of which there is what appears to be a mosaic piece of art. And I'm just going to share that handout with you. I'll share it with everybody.
Good. I'm glad it's not the head of the thing that.
I'll just hit show to players. Boop. Yes, show to everyone.
Oh, okay.
And while you all are looking at that mosaic, Dave, you are going downstairs.
Mhm.
You had said, so I'm gonna get you on that map in just a second here. Boo.
I think this might be pointing to what I've been looking for.
Moon temples?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Hang on just a sec, Dave.
I like how all of us are just ignoring that Dave is left.
Yep. I'm too engrossed by it by this point.
We go downstairs and then we'll be like, "Oh wow, someone made a statue of."
So, Dave, you descend the stairs. This room down here is dark, but you can see that the center of the room is a set of spiral stairs that go down underground. There is a set of double doors on the northeast wall. And then there are 5 more statues down here. These all depict goblins in various positions of cowering.
I am copying this mosaic, I guess.
Sure.
After a
Does
little
it
bit,
look like-
we'll wander down the stairs after Squall.
Okay.
Does it look like there's a mechanism to open the glass?
It does not.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, once I eventually notice that Squall is gone, then I will follow.
Okay.
Once everyone is down the stairs, I'll push the button if you. No, I'm not.
It's not peppermill.
Is anyone not going downstairs at this point?
My fear
Case,
will probably
yeah.
have worn out by the time
Yes, yeah.
everyone's getting downstairs.
Okay.
So I will probably bring up the rear with a little bit of a delay.
I think Araska will probably actually just wait to make sure everything is okay there.
Okay.
So we'll end up going down together probably.
So I'll hold you 2 off for now. Just for a moment.
Is
while
this
I move
is this a
everyone
door
else.
that looks like it leads to the outside?
It does. Okay. So now the rest of you should be downstairs. The 5 black circles are the 5 goblin statues, and the center is that spiraling staircase that I described.
Oh, I'm muted. Is there any evidence of what like that grinding noise was down here?
I would say no. Like when you come down and look at the room as is, no, there is not.
Okay.
Can I hear anything below?
Give me a perception check. It is utterly silent.
I want to examine the goblins.
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
at those. It's so strange. Why would anyone make statues of goblins?
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong button. They're right next to each other, okay? 17.
You don't see so you don't see any signs because all these statues look new, but you don't see any like mason tools or carving tools anywhere. You don't see any sign that these statues were brought here. So the only thing that you can come up with is that these statues either appeared out of thin air or they were once goblins. Actual goblins.
Yeah, so she's just examining them and she's like, Zephyr? I don't think someone built these.
What do you mean?
I think this is that goblin's friends. Look around, there's no tools or anything. These are brand new. All the other statues in this place look ancient.
That seems to be the case. I think that's probably enough to overcome my low roll early.
Nick, can I make like a history test to have possibly heard any tales or stories of anything like this?
Certainly, I'll take a history check.
Meanwhile, is the
Got a
door
9.
locked?
It is not. If you were to push on it, it would slide open.
Okay.
Probably a long shot, but in my healing experience, I've seen people getting injured. Have ever seen anything like this before?
Celsius never read the Odyssey.
um. Ian, ooh, that's a good question. I would say that you've probably, yeah, okay. So you know of the only thing that you've ever heard of doing this would probably be a basilisk. You have heard of basilisks that can petrify people.
Okay. I haven't run into this myself, but I do remember hearing about a strange, it's not an injury, a malady, I guess, where there's a creature called a basilisk that can do something similar to this.
Basilisk. Sounds like a mighty foe.
Yeah, I don't think it's like this Serpent Queen that the Goblin is talking about, but maybe it's similar. I don't know.
Or
While
perhaps
everyone is talking about this, I'll be searching this floor, seeing if there's anything interesting here.
Okay.
You want an investigation?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Other than the goblin statues, you see signs of. At one point, there were other statues down here, not as old as the 4 that you saw upstairs, definitely newer, but there's only pieces and parts of them. You see, like, a foot from the calf down, like a leg from the calf down on one side. You see part of an arm. And all of those pieces have weird breaks on them. It doesn't look like they were broken or sundered or anything. It almost looks like they were scratched or even bitten into.
Does this
And
thing you talk about that turns things to stone, does it eat them?
how can you eat stone?
I don't know. What does it look like
Very
here?
carefully.
I hold up a hand with bite marks on it. Or scratches, I
Yeah.
guess.
Ew.
Wait, was it bite marks or was it scratches? You
It
said
looked
it
like
would
it
look
could
like
be-
it had been eaten?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
And you all notice at this point that Squall does not appear to be in the room with you.
Oh, for.
See a statue again?
No.
You really do want to re-roll a character, don't you?
Guys. I will
Get there,
very-
climbing into the snake's mouth.
Oh my god.
Since I actually have dark vision, can I see anything looking over the? I am assuming also that I have snapped out of my episode of
Right.
Frightenment.
Yep. Peering down into the.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We lost Nick.
Is it everyone? But well, no, his mic's lighting up.
Yeah, my
someone quick
camera-
take a screenshot because that's a good shot.
Can you hear me right now?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can.
We couldn't for a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Slacks.
I'm gonna try turning off my camera and turning it back on.
Oh no.
Well,
Uh-oh.
that well.
Oh boy.
oh,
Who's the DM now?
that'd be
It's stoked.
There we go. Okay, looks like it's working now for me. So,
Okay.
yes. So peering down into the stairwell leading down, you see what looks to be a giant wolf spider climbing along the walls.
Oh,
yay.
right. Stokes. Druid.
You have a new friend.
I don't know how I feel about spiders.
Well, yeah. Celsia still doesn't know that you can do that.
I know.
How big of a big spider are we talking?
I think giant wolf is medium.
Oh my god. Celsia? Celsia like shrieks and like points her sword at it and says, "There! That is the foul beast that is in-" she's
when you
backing-
wild shape, do you wear the clothes that you were wearing? Because like you have choices, right? You can wear. The
I
clothes.
absorb all of my gear. I don't wear the
so
clothes.
You're indistinguishable from a normal giant spider, right?
The horrible hairs are bluey green.
That's it. Yeah, you just. Oh, that's right. When you were the horse, you were also wet looking.
I wasn't a wet-looking horse.
No. I think
I cast Flaming Sphere on Tefka.
You can't do that until you're level 18, Homebrew.
Now, this is going to end with us debating which way spiders wear pants, right?
Yep.
So, I moved Dave.
You
to
have
another map.
8 individual socks.
I'm wearing my
Dave,
whole
to
week's
another map.
worth on one go now.
So, Dave, you are heading down, and you see this leads into a circular room with 3 doors on the north, the west, and the east, and then a broken door on the south. And you can just see in that southernmost room what looks to be a sarcophagus and a rather large snake that's coiled up. Like an actual snake.
Praying.
So basically, this wolf spider, yeah. So I think Arashka actually has her crossbow out because I'm not a big fan of spiders either. It didn't jump at us.
Nick, I'm going to make a stealth
So-
check because the party's
Okay.
getting trigger happy.
Yeah. Give me one.
Give me one.
Meanwhile, I'm like slowly creeping my way down the stairs with my sword and shield out, like
If I can tell that it's
I'm playing
Squall,
Dark
then
Souls.
if I can tell it's Squall, I'll jump down.
Okay. Would you
Take
be
cover
able to tell?
behind the
I
spider.
get +7 on stealth as a wolf spider.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, that beats everyone's passives.
Mm.
So you would be able to hide. You're probably like under the stairs at some point, or you're in such a way that
I
you
can
both
actually
in
climb
line
along
of
the
sight.
ceiling.
Yeah. So yeah, you'd be on the ceiling of that room. Is everyone else heading down, or is it just Celsia and Irynyx at this point?
Take a
No,
second.
I was following.
Follows since
I'll head down as well.
people seem to be going that way.
Okay.
We have this fancy drift globe, so I think I'll use it because
Oh,
it's
okay.
cool.
And not because you don't have dark vision. That's
I
not
do
a
have the
reason.
spell light. So,
If
but
it's dark down here, I'll
It's
turn
for
on one.
mood lighting. It's not.
I'll turn on one of Tefka's like flashlights that is strapped to my shield.
Sure. So you all can't see the giant wolf spider that's crawling along the ceiling. But you make it down into this room. It is a circular room, like I said, has closed doors on the northwest and east walls, and it has a broken open door leading into a room to the south. And yeah, what are you doing?
We can see the snake.
Yeah, you can see a snake that's curled up, not moving near that sarcophagus.
I'll get I get Zephyr's attention and I'm like, is that a basilisk?
Does it match what I know a basilisk to look like?
Give me a nature check.
At least I'm double
You-
digits. 11.
You you don't know what a basilisk looks like.
Mm,
I'm not sure.
perhaps that is the snake.
Nick, when I pass by here, are these rooms as well?
Yeah, those are doors leading into other parts.
But
of
they all
this.
closed.
Yes, they're closed. Those doors
Right,
are
okay.
closed.
which way do those doors open?
They would open out, like into wherever they lead to.
Oh, bummer.
Snake hasn't
Does
reacted
this-
to us, to a whole bunch of big creatures coming
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Tig going stomp, stomp, stomp.
You know what? Yeah, it has. So let's roll initiative.
Oh, great. Thank you. Good job.
I thought it was a
Watch out
hard
for the wolf
question.
spider.
Sorry, everybody.
Also, point of note: these doors, those 3 doors, they come up. They don't touch the floor. They're about 3 inches off the floor. I'm sorry, 1.5 inches off the floor.
Do I use the animal forms initiative bonus, right?
You use its physical
yeah, you would.
stats,
Yeah.
presumably.
So 19 then on mine. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a fast-ass spider.
There it
Does
is.
the snake have a crown on its head?
It does not.
Does it have a bishop's mitre?
Yeah.
Oh, my-
Maybe the snake isn't actually prompting initiative. Maybe it's something else.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
Wolf
spider.
Yeah.
the crown.
We just joined forces with the snake against the spider.
What?
Well, I mean, we see both of you at the same time, so really it just depends on who we like
You
more.
don't see me. You lost sight of me.
If the first 2 things that happen in this combat are the wolf and the wolf spider and the snake fight, I just back up like it's like an episode of like, nature.
This-
You know,
nature takes its
scary,
course.
All right. Well, Erashka, you're up first, and you hear this threatening hiss as this giant snake uncoils and looks like it's about to charge. You know, like a
Charge
snake
what?
does.
Charge something we can't see?
Into your room.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm still on the stairs, but I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll vicious mockery it because it's a good thing to do.
What sort of insults do you throw at a snake?
That's very mean.
They don't need to understand me. In fact,
Look at you, no legs. Wisdom save. All right.
Yeah.
Belly crawling.
It failed.
Cool. It
So that's
has
3.
disadvantage on its next attack.
Nice.
I think that's all I'm doing this round. I'm
Okay.
up on the stairs still, so I think I'm all right
Yes,
there.
you are. So its turn. It's gonna slither in and bite the nearest person, which is Celsia.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna Gryffindor. Get
What? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, then what?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna
The
Gryffindor
snake
what?
slithered in. He's going to.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Come on.
Yeah, I got why he said
Oh,
Gryffindor, but
okay.
like it makes no sense.
You're right. It does make sense.
Well, it missed, so it
Okay.
didn't get it.
Yeah.
Squall.
You should have said I'm going to Hufflepuff it away.
Well, I didn't think that. Okay.
I'm going to Ravenclaw its eyes out. Something, anything.
That's a good one.
Well, every other house is a better option.
I'm about to slam the Gryffindor.
Yeah, in
There
its
you go.
face.
Yeah. It's just any of those. Fine.
Can I get through this gap, Nick?
Yes, you can. Yeah, that
Oh,
is
you're
a
just-
tunnel that is
You're just
leading.
like not interested here.
I'm going to aggro the entire dungeon, and then you can AoE it all down.
You know, like
that
EverQuest,
is-
where high-level players would like get a monster train of enemies and like guide them into like the intro area.
Yeah, this would be.
This is
Yeah,
gonna.
my
I'm gonna
favorite part of
gonna come back yelling Divinta Zone for all you EQ fans.
So that is a tunnel that has
That's
been
taking me
carved
back.
through the stonework, and you can tell that it leads into the room that's on the other side of that eastern door. In that room, you see a shield that is leaning up against the sarcophagus, and then you see a statue, another humanoid statue. This is of a human woman, clad in mail,
Oh no!
and she has a sword in her hand, and you see that she's positioned to be looking over her shoulder to the door behind her.
Maybe they're just really big fans of the Order of Seven. Or
Mhm,
whatever.
It's Order of 6 now. We should have copyrighted that earlier.
We don't know.
That could be anyone with armor.
Yeah, whatever. That's my move. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Now, whatever you do, don't knock the statue over. Shatter it into a million little pieces.
Celsia, you're up.
All right. I will. Well, it's right up in my face. I'll attack it.
Sure.
16.
16 hits.
Okay, so 7 damage. So I just swing across and get a nice gash in across its like scaly torso body. Not
Yeah.
torso.
Snake.
It's snake abs.
It's all
It's
torso.
Snake
Thorax?
thorax?
Yeah, do snakes have thoraxes?
Oh my god.
And 7 damage.
Yes, 7 damage.
You.
And... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say you cleave it in twain.
Oh god. Okay.
So that
She-
was a snake.
Yeah, she actually just recoils like, I thought this was gonna be a mighty foe.
Maybe you're just too strong.
Yeah, how big
No,
of a
that
snake
was just
it?
a normal snake, Zephyr. That's
It
all.
was a medium-sized creature. So
Okay, it was
Okay,
big.
so-
It was big. So she'll start wandering this way.
okay.
That's
There's a
it.
Watch out for the wolf
sarcophagus in that
spider.
room. There's a sarcophagus in that room. There's also 2 chests along the southern wall. Well, hang on, Zephyr. Get back up there. We're not out of combat yet.
Oh gosh.
You guys hear the sounds of more snakes slithering from underneath these doorways
Oh jeez.
as 2 swarms of poisonous snakes enter the room
Sweet.
and go after the character that is lowest on the steps, which would be Tig.
Okay.
So that's 2 bite attacks coming at Tig. 1 misses and AC 17, the other one hits. For 9 piercing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Wait a minute.
I assume this is poison related.
It is. So do you have resistance or immunity or anything like that?
Resistance to poison.
Okay. Yeah, I still need the save then.
Yep. See.
All right, you're going to take half of this. So you're... Oh, let me move the turn order. There we go. You take 7 poison damage. As these snakes, dozens of snakes, are all biting and nipping at Tig's ankles. And then Tig, you're up next.
Yeah. I am going to rage, and I'm going to bring my Tetsubo down on the closest group of snakes, which I suppose would be this one.
Okay.
Reckless attack. Oh, that should. I don't know why that didn't roll with advantage. Okay. Oh.
Whoa! There you go.
Oh Jesus.
Show those snakes who's boss.
+2 plus Divine Fury. Oh.
And Divine Fury is another 8.
So it didn't roll for a crit. So 1 second here.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Okay, 30 total.
Okay. So that's a 10 instead of an 8 for Divine Fury, right?
Yeah.
Should those be D6s or D8s?
Did I? Oh, I rolled D8s. Never mind. That would be. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
So It would be 17, 19 plus 8. Okay.
25,
So 27.
27. Okay.
Yep. It is bloodied.
Nice.
Half of the snakes are bludgeoned to death by the Tetsubo. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Irynyx.
I turn around to Zephyr. Do you remember what Emix said about the temple and our trip to it?
I didn't see any snakes. That's all I know.
Yeah. Fuck these. I was just gonna like try and force your way to the back of the order.
Sure.
I will go ahead and throw a pot shot at the snakes, but
Okay.
this is non-committal, let's say.
Shooting at the
The ones that are already bloodied. 12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, well. If I have enough movement to get back to the top of the stairs or like to the previous level, then I think I will.
Okay. I will.
Yep.
I'll just move you off this. We'll leave you here just for vision's sake, but yeah,
Sure.
you won't be. Zephyr, you're next.
Okay, I'm just gonna toll the dead on this snake. Let's see how wise the
Swarm
snake
of
is.
snakes.
Yeah, the swarm of snakes. See if it's wise. Oh my god.
They fail.
3 on a d12. Okay. 3 damage.
Okay.
Am I able to get by Tig or not really on these steps?
Yeah, you can. Well, you could get by Tig,
But not the. Are the snakes?
but the
on
snakes
the
are
steps?
blocking.
Okay.
Yeah, they're blocking that.
I guess I'm just stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here then.
Okay. Erashka.
Well, it worked on the previous snake, so we're gonna do it again. Gonna send out a psychic blast to mock this one.
Okay. It failed. So it
Yeah,
takes 4.
Yeah, your big brother. It's lying right there.
All the snakeheads turn to regard their fallen brother.
One takes their hat off.
All right, Squall.
Oh yeah, I think at this point in time, Erashka will say, "Where is Squall?"
I can't get under the door, can I?
I think that giant spider got him.
Can't get under the door. Alright, okay. I'm going to use my action to dash. Wait, am I?
There it is, kill it!
Okay, so I've got 40 feet of movement, so I'll move to here, and I'll jump on this.
Nice.
So I use its plus, right?
Use its
Yeah, you.
stat block.
Yeah.
Yep. If you're as the spider, yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
So 6 in total.
It's
That's a miss.
definitely in league with them.
Yeah, you all see a giant wolf spider crawl in, and then it looks like it just leaps from the ceiling to the floor.
No,
Yeah.
it looks like it goes bitey.
Okay, it's bearing fangs at the snakes, but it's unable to connect.
Well, there's
Clearly a third party.
you gotta find the core. You gotta find the core of the snake.
Yeah, you have to find the snake that's on the initiative track.
Yeah.
That's your turn, Squall?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Celsia.
Oh, did he provoke from Celsia? Just curious.
He was on the ceiling, so no.
Yeah.
Aw.
And it dropped. Oh,
So-
I'll follow-
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay. So there's nothing else in the room. There's no like
There's-
hostile
there's this-
anything.
There's
well,
no
I haven't opened the
hostiles.
sarcophagus.
There's a sarcophagus and there's 2 chests.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna open I don't think I'm gonna do that while there's still like
Open the
things
sarcophagus.
attacking friends. So
Okay.
I will see what the situation. I'll run back,
Open me.
noting the spider.
Okay.
Shut up. And I'm gonna attack the snakes.
Nice.
19
hits.
Nice.
Only 6 damage.
'Kay.
And
Very
then
well polished.
can I shove a swarm of snakes? Like
I think you can.
Push them all together into one big snake ball.
Tie him into a
Make
ball.
swarm.
No,
Yeah, you can.
the Voltron. We can't let him Voltron.
Yeah, let them Voltron. Push them together so they do reverse osmosis.
Yes, you
No,
can. You
I'm
can
just
shove a
gonna-
swarm.
I mean, I guess yeah, I'll shove it like away, like this way.
'Kay.
So athletics.
It turns out it's really difficult to shove a swarm of snakes because they wriggle and writhe and are unaffected.
Yeah, I would say it was less of a tactical maneuver and more of a oh my god, snakes.
Yeah. All right, their turns. Unless you have a no, that was your bonus action. All right. The bloodied swarm of snakes is going to try and withdraw. So Squall and Tig could make opportunity attacks if you want.
Oh yeah.
Squall misses,
9,
unfortunately.
Oh jeez.
13 hits.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Now we know it's AC.
+2, so 11 damage.
And you take it out. Take
Did
them
they?
out. Yeah.
Mm.
They agree. They say yes. Pick them up at 8. And then this one is going to attack at Celsia because Celsia was the last one to attack it. So bites.
think
Bunch of little
they-
bites coming. Oh, they hit. For 4 piercing. And then Celsia, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Snake date.
22, natural 20.
Your
Nice.
hit point total doubles.
I'm to all snakes forever.
You also take 7 poison damage.
Ow. Okay, that does hurt. Just 7, or did I take
Just
piercing?
7. No, you take 7. That was half of. You took
Yeah,
the 4 piercing
4
and
pierce
the 7.
plus 7.
Oh, and 4 piercing. Okay.
And now it's Tig's turn.
Okay. I am going to swing at the other set of snakes.
'Kay.
20.
20 hits.
Oh. So 6, 8 plus 7, so 15.
Okay. They're bloodied. Well, actually, half of them are dead.
I am going to reposition myself down here. That
Okay.
way people can get around me easier.
Sure, leaping off the stairs. Irynyx, you're up above. Was
Are
there
we
anything?
still fighting the snakes?
A few of
There's
them
only
are
a few
lo-
left.
I'm gonna lean over the whatever. I will try and if I can line up a shot.
Sure.
Guess I'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah. Fine. 15.
15 hits.
Look at that. You'll have to see a 1. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
Staying up there, though.
Yeah.
Zephyr.
I know there's at least a giant spider down here, so
You could have shot at that too. It's right next to it.
not until 5th level.
Let's toll the dead for these snakes again.
They failed.
DC 14 was the 9 damage.
And they hear the bells. Down they go.
Give up. Everyone knows snakes hate the sound of bells.
The vibrations.
Yeah.
I love the idea that like the snakes, the whole swarm, they all just like look at each other, like
And then just fall over dead.
yeah.
You just-
Yeah.
It's
I think
more
our
like they
tickets
get-
punched, fellas.
it's more like they gave up.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you are. Now there's just
Yeah,
a giant
sorry.
spider.
Yeah, I was about to say I was next in the order, and I'm trying to determine.
Everyone makes a will save.
No, it's a big wet spider, and it's kind of bluish.
It's not wet.
Big wet
It's not
spider.
wet.
It's only damp.
It's not even damp.
Voice.
It's a very dry
Moist.
spider.
Dave,
So
are
he,
you
he
gonna?
did hide the capability from us, but
That's true.
you said it was kind of bluish. I'm gonna executive call that like I'm smart enough to put to go into the.
No, I don't think you are.
yeah,
No, what?
You thought I was damp, but I'm clearly dry.
You said the horse when you turned into a horse you were wet.
No, I didn't. You did.
I think
Yeah,
it was you
did,
that said
yeah.
that,
Except
Gabe.
for Dave.
Well, it's impossible to tell
I-
for certain. Fine, I'll make
I
an
don't-
int save.
I don't immediately attack, but I do have my sword out, like I'm like
Sure.
The spider walks over and just knocks on this door like tap 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 tap, and then
So
like scuttles in a complete circle.
now hold on, it's my turn. You
We're
go
out of
next.
initiative. It's everybody's turn.
We're out of initiative. You
Oh.
can do-
Okay. Go ahead,
Because
Justin.
just gonna make a perception check to see if it was fighting
I see,
us
okay.
or the snakes. So
I think that should be insight. Trying to determine the spider's intentions.
it's in the middle of a battle. I'm not looking for intentions. I'm looking.
Oh,
for
you
what
think
it
the heat
did.
of battle that it could have?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
yes, you are able to tell that this spider does not seem interested in attacking you.
Okay,
your
then I will
Start-
not attack it.
Yeah,
But I
I
will look at it confusedly.
creeping.
I want to try and
Towards
leash
it.
it.
No, I'm just I think guys, noble companions, I think that this creature is trying to help us.
Well, didn't seem to want to attack us.
She kneels, kind of shaking a little bit, and reaches
We're
out,
still looking for Squall. So
reaches out to pet it.
I'm gonna shout down, Squall, if you're down there, there are giant snakes. And at least one giant spider.
But I think it's a good spider. Do you
How big, how
Squall,
big is this?
do you allow me
hole?
to pet you?
Yes.
Okay. Look. Look. She's like really excited. Like imagine that this is the spider. He's like, guys.
Justin, that hole is about 5 feet wide. 5
Okay,
feet
so I
high.
can get through it. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I'll open
And
the
you
door.
see what I just
Guys.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Squall here, but I think you might want to see this.
So you see the room that I described to Squall earlier, a sarcophagus with a shield leaning up against the side of it, the statue of a human woman wearing armor. Celsia, you would immediately recognize this as the likeness of Celeste Olearia.
Oh shit.
And then there's a chest in the northwest corner.
Celsia is just in shock
Hmm.
and she drops her sword and shield and like inches closer.
Now that she's disarmed herself,
The-
I attack.
Oh god. I think these spiders
Oh,
are
yeah.
be our friends.
Oh boy.
This statue of Celeste is looking over her left shoulder. And in this position, she'd be looking right at Celsia, and she looks. She has a vision of terror on her face.
Celeste, can you hear me? She like
There was no response.
examines everything. Like, is it actually her itemry and equipment that she would be bearing and like all of that?
This is the most accurate recreation of Celeste Olearia that you've ever come across.
can't believe it. How could this happen?
This is your friend, the one you were searching for?
She's not my friend. I've heard all the tales, that's all. We've got to help her. We've got to find a way to save her. A way to bring her back. There's got to be something, right?
I don't even know what happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach out my hand and touch the statue. Even though I know I don't have anything to save her, Zephyr's gonna try to pray to have some kind of power to reverse this.
Spend those channel points, chat.
Clap along at home.
Yeah.
I'm just following the spider.
Okay.
I don't trust its intentions.
Meanwhile, Rashka is going to take a look at that shield, I guess.
Okay. It is a magic shield that would need to be identified. But it is emblazoned with the symbol of the sun, the same symbol that you saw the statue holding on the floor, the topmost floor of this ruin.
Okay. And Celeste, does she have a shield?
She does. It is on her back currently.
Okay.
In
So
stone.
it's not her shield.
Stupid.
Gotcha.
It is not her shield.
Okay.
Are there any like symbols? What's on the sarcophagus itself?
It's the carving of a humanoid, lacking a lot of detail, but you can definitely tell it's a humanoid shape. And they're wearing robes and have a large cloak. You get the sense that they were some sort of, they were a person of some importance based on how they're dressed.
Do they look the same? Like, is it or are these actual carvings of real people?
That's a carving on the lid of the sarcophagus.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, are they unique, or has someone just?
Oh,
made...
that's definitely a different carving than the one you saw in the southernmost room.
Okay. Cool.
Nick.
Yes.
Now that I have seen Celeste, did the statues in the first floor like fit the description of any of the other Order of the Seven or anyone else that's like part of her like traveling companions?
Not unless someone in that order was suddenly replaced by a hobgoblin or a goblin.
Well, no, wasn't one of them like a human? Also,
those statues were much older, and broken and destitute. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Okay.
All right, I will start searching chests.
Okay.
That's who you're working for, the spider.
How do I know I'm looking for traps? That's perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Working for Jinjiju, or whatever his name is.
Impossible.
Nick, if I can't open this door, I'm going to start pouring at the door and then look into Irynyx.
Okay.
With
yeah, you can't open it.
Spider puppy eyes.
8 of them, yes.
All 8 of them, yeah.
8 guys.
Irashka, you don't detect any traps on that chest.
All right, try to open it.
It'll open. Inside, you find a bunch of coins. You see a couple of gems. And then there is an unidentified staff that is carved to look like a large snake.
That could be anything.
And at the bottom of the chest is a folded set of robes that also are emblazoned with serpent iconography.
Interesting.
Also unidentified.
Just on a lark, I'm going to use Eyes of the Grave again to detect undead.
You do not get any undead.
Okay.
You don't get any. You just none for you. Yeah.
Just a little undead as a treat.
Gonna ready an attack for whatever's behind that door.
Okay.
Do we check these down here?
Yeah, I was wondering. Well, I'm assuming we're going to grab the shield too.
It's not hers, you know.
Yeah.
It's not stealing.
Chelsea's not doing anything right now. She is literally in shock.
Yeah,
You guys do
Rashka seems
whatever.
pretty calm. Yeah, we'll grab that shield.
Okay.
Do we? Is there any carving or anything like on the sarcophagus to like say who might be entombed there?
There's no writing, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. I don't like robbing the dead.
No, we shouldn't disturb them.
Can't disturb the dead. They're dead.
Actually, quick question: what are the usual because I know people's souls go into the soul gems, but given
Yeah,
like
that's
the
a good
divine
thing to
engine
bring up.
religion, what are the usual how are the dead treated? Basically, usually.
Normally the body is just considered like an empty vessel after they die. The important part, which is the person's soul, is obviously brought to the lay bridge and fed back into the machine. Possessions would often go to family or friends or whatever. And then as far as bodies go, most of the time they're ritually burned.
Yeah, so once
This
you
would be-
stop to
this would
think
be the
about
first-
it, this would.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would just say this would be the first time that any of you would really come across like a burial room. You know what I mean? Like this sort of thing doesn't
Even me?
exist in your cultures. Probably not for you. No, this is normal for you
Yeah, okay.
because you're from the Underdark.
So this like predates our normal like society. Theoretically.
But that would explain why I don't want to open these. But I will take out these chests. So
Yeah, I think this strikes Zephyr immediately. Like this is a sign of people who lived before the divine engine religion.
Yeah, you don't. I'm gonna treat this for both of the chests, Justin. Just for the sake
Sure.
of time. But yeah, you don't detect any traps on them. These are also filled with coins, not as much.
So both
as
of the
the other
traps
one.
go off.
Yeah, so yeah. So double deck save, please. No. You see more coins, more gems. You see a jeweled ring that you can tell is magic. And you can also see a very fine set of robes that do not have snake iconography on them. Those are also unidentified.
do they have like hippopotamus iconography on them?
Yeah, no, capybara. No, I'm kidding.
Capybara?
No, there's. I would say there's probably like little suns emblazoned like along the shoulders and all that, but otherwise not
Okay.
much.
Cool.
But both of those are magic items that need to be identified. So Irynyx, you readied your gun, but you didn't open the door.
Well,
correct?
no, I'm waiting for
Okay.
the spider. Stark's last action was, "Can I open the door?" You said yes. And
Oh, no, I
thought
said no.
You
You
He
would
said
not
no
be able
because
to.
I'm a spider. I don't have any thumbs.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I would have mage handed it open.
Okay.
I guess if yeah. So.
Okay.
Our positions were as such.
That
Also,
opens up.
I don't think Harkuth has like any compunction about like. I don't know. I think they're too pragmatic to be like, oh, we can't take stuff from a burial room or whatever.
Sure,
frankly.
that would make sense. Yeah. This opens up onto another burial chamber. This sarcophagus is open, and there is the skeletal remains of a humanoid in there. And then there are those are suits of armor that are old, very very old, and you get the sense that they're not magical because they definitely look like they have
Degraded.
borne the time passage. And then there's another tunnel carved east through the wall out of this room.
So I want to say I think this seeing Celeste this way is kind of shattering to Celsia's like
Yeah,
entire worldview almost.
right.
So I'm not really sure how she would react to this. I think she finally starts snapping out of it when people are leaving. But like several minutes have passed and she's just like staring.
Yeah, I
And
think Arashka, as she passes by, will actually like just sort of place her hand on your shoulder and just say, "Are you okay?"
There, Lemon.
she, I always thought that she could do anything. That's who I wanted to be. How could this happen? If she was in this much trouble, then there's no way I could make it through this. What am I doing here?
You and her are different.
Yeah, clearly. Very.
But yet you both made
I
it to the
think
same
you-
place.
Uh,
So you're worried. I've lost many a friend. If you think she can be saved, maybe we can save her. We could probably see if we could fit her into the bag of holding, I guess.
I don't
Might be a
know.
good
There's
place.
gotta be a way. There's gotta be. In all of the stories. I mean,
But yeah, when people die here, their souls are gone. And I don't know if this is death or what this is.
is there a way with any of my powers or anything that I can like sense if her soul is intact? Like I don't even know what that would be, but like
I'll take. Yeah, I would give me like because it wouldn't really be a skill, I don't think. So why don't you just give me just a straight wisdom check?
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So unless you have a better idea, I think what happens is I reach Celsia reaches out and like tries to feel like anything, a heartbeat, warmth, divine presence, something. And she just gets this feeling of cold and like goosebumps like up and down her arm, and she recoils like almost like it's stung,
Yeah.
and she shrinks. And this is gonna be a thing that she really has to fight through. I think she's gonna be mentally in a state of kind of despair for a while.
Sure.
I'll kind of join the conversation and be like, I don't know for sure, but I think she's frozen between life and death somehow. Hasn't been able to make the transition to what's beyond. I've heard of people being cured of something like this, but it would take really, really strong magic. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, I get it. She kind of
But
shrinks
maybe
off.
there's someone who can.
Maybe.
Spider.
Irynyx, you mage hand that piece of the spell scroll.
Yeah.
And you-
Okay. Sorry. Go on.
You compare it to the two that you already have, and you can tell that it is indeed part of the same scroll. You're missing one piece. And now that you have 3 of the 4 pieces, you can tell that this is a scroll of greater restoration.
Well, I didn't
So-
hear any of the other part of the conversation about.
Wait, they don't have all 4 pieces because I've got a
Magic
piece, right?
might be
I
necessary
didn't
as
say I
someone
said
who
they
has-
have 3 of the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as someone who has experienced a petrified character. Yeah.
So the spider just walked back into the room and
Along the
stealthily-
ceiling, and Nick, I'm gonna.
Oh, are you on the ceiling?
I was gonna go for the door, but I'm gonna go up the stairwell.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't let it get
Never
away.
mind. That changes what I was about to do.
If you climb up, I will fly out behind you.
I got 80 feet on a dash. Catch
That's
me,
fine.
fish.
I'm not gonna to stop you. I'm just keeping you.
So Squall and
in
Irynyx,
my sights.
head up the shaft towards the bottom floor of the tower above, And when you get up there, you can tell that the rain is still coming down. But you hear another sound. You hear this meek voice going, "No, please!" And you hear this scrabbling and scratching on the stone above. What is the D20 for? You what? Sorry.
I don't know. I think that was his initiative roll as the spider.
No.
Oh,
That was my perception check, but I'm terrible. It's plus... Oh wait, I use mine for mental, right?
Scores. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's all of your mental.
Right, so that's still a 5 then.
Yeah, I'm just worried that Irynyx would fly up there, and then the next thing the rest of us see is Irynyx statue falling down.
Why no?
So
the spider went up first of all.
Yep. So the spider crawled up and over and is on the floor of the chamber, and Irynyx, you flew up and you're like 5 feet above the opening of the stairwell at this point. And that's when you hear on the floor above you. That's when you hear that.
I try and make significant eye contact with the spider.
Okay.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
8 legs, shrug.
8 shoulders. Yeah.
Boy, what a shrug.
It's like a Mexican wave, it's like a shrug.
I think we'd found our last goblin. I mean, like, is the spider... Yeah, other than shrugging, is the spider going to react to him?
I am gonna try and hide.
Okay. From
Pretty helpful.
All right, I'll take a stealth check.
22.
Okay. How are you hiding? Where are you hiding?
There's a bunch of rubble right on the up. I can get up to where the balcony was, right?
Well, that's up where you heard the sound. You're in the room below that upper level. Here, I'll move you to the other map.
Oh no, it's fine. No, don't. Okay, I'll go like under the stairs then, I guess.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, gotcha. Irynyx, what are you doing?
If I can get like Lord of the Rings, like when they're below the hiding under the log, right? Fellowship. I'm gonna do that like under the entrance to the spiral stairs down.
The stairs leading down.
Yeah,
Okay.
like just try and keep the do what I can. I'll roll stealth if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay. 7.
Oh, the disadvantage. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't color code it, but that is the 7.
That's fine. Okay, so you hear that goblin voice freaking out and then begging, and then you hear sobbing, and then after a few seconds, there's no sound, and then you hear this thud of something heavy dropping onto the floor above. And then you hear a lot of hissing, like from a lot of snakes, and then the sound of something large dragging deftly, slithering across the floor and down those stairs. And both of you are hidden in such a way that you're not looking anywhere. But the movement stops about a third of the way down the stairs. It stops, and you get the sense that it's in the room and it's looking into the room.
So I got blind sight out to 10 feet, if that helps.
This thing is right on the other side of the steps of you. So you're on the underside, and it's right above you. Then you hear the sound of stone cracking and shifting. And Irynyx, from where you are, you can see the goblin statues. They all start to move and get up. And they stand, and they start walking towards the steps that lead down.
What?
And Zephyr, where you are, you see Celeste's statue turn and face you, and then reach out like it's going to attack you. So, I need initiative again.
Okay.
A twist.
We should have put her in the bag when we had the chance.
Then she could attack it and destroy it.
I don't know. It depends on whether or
We
not
have
this.
most of the scroll. If we can find the last piece of the scroll, then we can fix her.
What was it again that instigated everything coming to life?
We
The
don't
spider.
know.
Just the spider
The
existing.
spider.
Spider.
Including the spider.
If I had
Is
that
it a
ability, you'd all
sound
be
or
in trouble.
something, or
Zephyr, you don't know. Like Zephyr wouldn't know what caused this to happen. But to Ian, it would be like you just get the sense something that this creature that made itself known. It saw the open stairway, and then suddenly the statues all came to life.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're gonna sort. The goblins are up first.
I've got 2 extra on mine because my initiative is +1, but the spiders is +3.
Okay, so you're
Damn.
+3, so you're 18.
Yeah.
So Squall is up first on the underside of that stairwell. And you can see the goblins, the statue goblins animating and marching towards the steps leading down.
So I can revert back to normal form for bonus action, right?
I believe so, yep.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to revert back to normal form while still under the hiding under the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
and then poke my head out and cast Spike Growth on the stairwell down.
Okay.
How
nice.
close is that to my hiding spot?
It's 20 feet.
You may feel a bit of a prick.
Feel him. I'm looking at him.
I was waiting for
Let's
that.
see. It's a 20-foot area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Irynyx, I would need you to make a save.
Okay. Dex? Or wait, no, it's looking, making sure that the invisible spikes do not appear directly.
Oh, that's right.
underneath.
There is no save. Oh,
Yeah.
But-
Well,
but-
it's perception to see
but
if they're
because-
coming down the stairs, right?
If
Like,
you're in
that's
the
what
area
it
where
is,
it's
isn't it?
cast, then I think you get to see it, right? Or you get to at least make some.
Oh, here
check
it is.
if you-
When a creature moves into or within the area, so nothing happens until she moves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the spikes like come up around Irynyx, essentially.
Yeah, any creature that can't see the area at the time it's cast
Mhm.
to see it.
Oh, so
So you're in the area. You'll see the
yeah,
spikes.
so I can see
so
them
you can
forming
see- okay.
around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a shame I'm going so much later than the coin is cast, I guess.
You can fly.
You can fly.
Anything for
you
your
can
Does
fly,
it
movement?
you
have
can
a
fly.
volume at a 20? The ground in a 20. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
if they're coming down the stairs, I'm covering the stairwell. Is what's happening.
You're
the
You're
stairs.
covering the.
because
Are
it
you
says
covering
the
the?
ground?
Are you covering the stairs that you are hiding under, or the stairs
Mm-mm,
that
mm-mm.
lead down into the dungeon?
No, he's doing the ones coming down, right?
I thought he
Down
was
from
doing
the top
ones that he's
floor.
hiding- Yeah, from the top floor.
Oh,
that's
from the
what I
top
thought.
Yeah.
floor. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
Yep. So only about 5 feet of the stairs that you are hiding near Irynyx are covered in
Mhm.
spikes. Like it's just enough to reach into that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. That was close.
Okay. Anything else? Any movement or anything on your turn, Squall?
I'll back slowly away.
Back into the wall or
Yeah,
like back into your hiding spot?
back to my hiding spot.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. These stone cursed goblins, of which there are 5, are just going to they're not very fast. They slowly lumber towards the steps. They see Irynyx.
Mhm.
They clamber down the stairs, and they're each going to take 2d4. So why don't you roll that damage for me, Dave? 5. Okay. I better check there.
For every 5 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's of those stairs, it's only going to cover about 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So these ones were in the middle floor, right? They're
Correct.
not coming. Okay.
Yep. The spikes don't seem as effective against them.
Shocker.
But because of the placement, well, let's see. What's their intelligence? Probably pretty low, huh? Yeah, it is. Look at that. So one of them is going to be able to get down the stairs to Irynyx, and so it's going to make an attack.
It is difficult terrain as well.
Yeah,
Oh, it is. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, they're all stopped up then. The lead one gets on the steps, and the rest of them are so slow that they just make it to that spot. So right now, if you move Irynyx, you'll be provoking an attack of opportunity from the lead one.
okay,
but
so it's like
otherwise-
just at the top of the stairs or whatever.
Yep, it's coming down toward you. Essentially, is what it is.
Okay.
Erashka, you're up next.
I can see nothing, right?
Nothing that was happening upstairs. No, you can see the statue of Celeste Olearia animating to attack Zephyr.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to just do a shove, a telekinetic shove.
Okay.
You shatter her into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, geez, that's
Kaboom!
horrible. It's a strength save, so it probably won't do anything. But
Yep, she is unmoved by your telekinesis.
I look over at Celsia and let's see. I'm gonna back up. Well, I don't have a great action here. I will cast guidance.
Okay.
On Zephyr.
Alrighty. All right, Zephyr. She's a swinging with her claws. Oh, that's a hit.
Oof.
Against, AC 17. Yep, that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 8 slashing.
Wait, claws?
Stone claws, stone hands.
Oh,
It says claws
okay.
in the character sheet, but it's, she's
Got it.
attacking unarmed.
Okay.
Yeah, makes no sound. Just swinging at you with her hands. That's her turn. Celsia, you're up.
So Celsia hears this, spins around, sees this, eyes wide, and freezes. Like, honestly, yeah. I think I waste this turn.
Sure. All right.
She doesn't. She's like still in shock over seeing this in the first place. Now she's moving, but she's very clearly attacking. Like, oh my god, what's happening? Something's happening upstairs too. Ah! She just like is rattled. Yeah.
Sure. I'll give you guys an inspiration for that, since you're giving up your turn for in-character reasons. And then Irynyx, you're up.
How tightly packed are the goblins on the stairs coming down?
It's a line.
How long of a line?
Five. There's 5 of them, so 25-foot line.
It's happening. Yeah, if I can back up 5 feet, first of all, or
Okay. That does provoke 1 attack, so
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
19.
Where is? Come on, roll 20.
I'll just do my ability. You can do your ability.
Okay, yeah, it misses you.
Oh, cool.
So they all need to make a dex save?
Yeah, 14 dex save. Wow.
Oh, those are. Let's do that. There we go.
Whoops.
So 1 save, 1 success, 1 fail, 2 fail, 3 fail, 4 fail, 1 success.
So unless it's cleaned off for the next minute, they're going to burn for 2d4, I think. The first roll of which is 2 acid.
Right.
Not that I'm out of their range. I think, how high up am I on the stairs?
Like from the dungeon?
Yeah, like I know I'm whatever 5-ish feet from the entrance, but like how high up on the spiral stairs am I?
30 feet.
Already used 5 feet. Okay, I will just move as far down as I can.
Yeah. So you're you're exactly like you're on the stairs there. Like when I say 30 feet, I
Yeah.
mean from the floor. So
Sure. Okay. Incoming.
all right, Tig.
Yeah. Rage. And I am going to yell at going to yell at Zephyr, get out of the way. And I am going to steamroll through and overrun
The both of them.
She needs to make strength athletics.
Okay.
So
And come on.
Well, moving through her space would be considered difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's it wouldn't. Yep, you're good.
I have way more than enough movement. 25.
You succeed.
So she takes 5 damage, but more importantly, she's knocked prone.
Okay.
Head pops off.
So there is one well, whatever we can talk about the overrun design versus rage that we haven't mentioned, but
yeah, so she clatters backwards and falls prone on the floor behind her and takes a little bit of damage. That your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Zephyr.
Oh boy. I'm assuming this doesn't really count as a humanoid. Yeah, it's like an animated statue.
Correct. It would be considered a construct.
I'm gonna tell Tig, be careful, don't destroy her. And I am screw it, let's try it. I'm going to try to cast Levitate on this animated statue and move it up into the air where it's kind of can't hurt anyone.
Yeah,
hopefully.
All right.
Don't break her, she says as she picks her up into the air.
Con save.
Con save 13.
You don't know if it's because she's too heavy or too strong, but you are unable to lift her.
Sure. Fair enough. Let's see. That's probably all I can do. That was my action. Yeah.
If we get her into the sarcophagus, we might be able to just leave her there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. Is this actual door where I'm like in the middle of right now functional? Is that something that we opened?
It is functional. Yeah, you opened it, so it would be against the wall.
Functions as a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it serve its purpose?
Works much better
broken
as a notice
escalator.
board.
Yeah. Oh, this door is broken. It's just a hallway.
Yeah. I'm just gonna back out and tell Tig maybe we can trap her in there.
Okay. All right, Squall.
Okay, so I can Misty Step 30 feet. Can I get into a position where I can Misty Step down into these stairs?
From 30 feet, yeah, you'd be able to Misty Step about 15 feet down from the goblin. So you're about halfway down the set of stairs towards the bottom. So you'd be there.
Okay, so I will do that, and then I will use my action to cast the cantrip Gust.
Oh, I lost.
Who takes Gust? I love this guy.
And blow the piece of scroll that I picked up at Irynyx.
Oh, nice.
You have the 4th?
Irynyx, make a dex save for me.
Oh my god.
Catch it.
Is this what I think it is?
Oh! Hey! All right, Irynyx, you have all 4 pieces.
It's like Constantine catching that hospital ID bracelet.
You fold it into a paper airplane and
No, I just used Gust. I didn't have time for any origami. What do you take me for?
All right. The goblins' turns. You still have movement, technically, Squall.
Oh
if you
yeah,
wanted to-
I will move down the stairs.
Okay.
Not a tank, not a tank, not a tank, not a tank.
The goblins lumber through your spike growth, and you're covering about 5 feet of their path. So I'll take the 2d4 roll for each of them as they. Okay.
Just do one
Remember,
for all of
4
them, yeah.
burn for acid. Well,
Oh yes, and they burn for acid. All but one of them.
yeah, all of 2 damage.
Death by 1,000 cuts for these goblins.
Well,
And they spend their whole movement. They're dashing, and 3 of them are on the steps there. The other 2 are still up above. Arashka.
Use the scroll on one of those goblins.
Think of what we could learn.
Oh my god, I'd be so mad.
maybe we can add them to Ballberg, and they can investigate the Divine Engine stuff.
Jeez.
Damn.
I cast Sorcerer of Milk for Irynyx.
So,
Arashka, you're up.
so if I do a shove or whatever, how far above the ground are these guys?
They're about 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so I will do a telekinetic shove on this guy here.
Okay.
Come on,
Where's my
roll
goblin?
low.
There he is. It's successful.
Boo! All
I'm
the
sorry.
cool
I meant your
things.
success. I meant you're successful.
Successfully
Yeah.
shoved.
Yeah.
Yes, successfully shoved.
Featherfall.
It was a roller coaster.
Featherfall.
So how do they do with concussive damage against the floor?
Well, it'd be bludgeon. Why don't you roll me 2d6 for the fall? So it's not that heavy of a fall, but it's super effective. That pieces of that goblin splinter and shatter and are sent flying. That one's bloody.
Oh, nice.
It's
Well,
with gravelled.
I will make it think twice, so we'll do a vicious mockery on it as well.
Okay.
Are you mocking a statue now?
It
You
fell.
mocked the snake
You
earlier.
are literally adding insult to injury right
Yeah. Should that beautiful, beautiful 1 psychic damage? Yeah.
It's literally got a chip on his shoulder now.
You get the sense that your vicious mockery should have done something, but the
If only it had a
goblin
brain.
was completely unaffected.
Yeah. Well, them's the ropes. So yeah, I don't. Or yeah, I do know that you're trying to. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna move to. This is out of their reach, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that would still be below them.
Okay, cool. Done.
Okay. All right. Well, Statue Celeste is going to stand up and then attack Tig.
Cool.
And you reckless attack? No, you didn't. You did
Nope.
overrun. Oh, well, she crit anyway. For a total of 15 slashing.
Okay.
That's her turn. Celsia.
All right. Honestly, not sure. I think I'll try to slip in to this room where Tig is and
Okay.
try to help manage this situation.
Okay.
But she's being very gentle, so I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to try to shove into the sarcophagus.
Well, it's currently closed.
Oh, is it? Okay, then I thought they opened it earlier.
The one in
No.
the northern room was found open, but none of the others have been open.
Then while Tig is dealing with getting attacked by Celeste, I will try to open the sarcophagus.
Okay. Yeah, it's just an action.
Does it take a test or anything, or is it just like come right off?
No, you'd be fine. You'd just be able to open it with your action, so it comes right off.
Okay. Like, get her in here.
All right.
Do we want to restore someone to human life inside a sarcophagus?
We don't know any of this.
We have no idea that that's happening. Yeah, like you and Tefka are the only people who know about the scroll, and Tefka's the only one who knows. What
Okay,
the
but when the mental damage is
Also-
inflicted, it's nothing to do with me.
Also, pretty sure you're going to have PTSD coming back from that no matter where you come back.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Irynyx,
why double down?
Rules as written. Whatever. I'm just gonna shoot at the one walking down the stairs.
Yeah.
With a button that I'm looking for, and of course it's not a spell attack because beyond. All right. 11 to that one.
It's a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I continue backing up.
All right. Tig. The sarcophagus is now open.
Okay. Yeah, Tig is going to rush towards her and do a I can't even remember the name for it, but
Shove?
basically reach down and kind of tackle her into the sarcophagus. So
Okay.
lifting her up and carrying through.
We treat that as a shove. You can grapple her if you want, but I think that would result in you going into it with her.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, grapple.
Okay. So, can I reckless attack a grapple?
You
No,
already have
it's not-
advantage because you're raging, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Jesus.
Chat can see how close that came. You successfully grab her, push her statue towards the sarcophagus, and both you and her tumble inside of it.
Okay.
Tig, get out of there! What are you doing?
Zephyr.
Pig's just gonna come out covered in stone pals.
Oh no.
A big smasher to pieces.
Yeah, did you crush like some poor corpse in there?
Having
That's a skeleton.
Poor corpse.
Remember what Tig said earlier? They're just empty vessels. So,
Cool. Thanks, Tig.
It looks like they kind of have it. I'm gonna turn around and see these goblins, and I will. Yeah, I guess I'll toll the dead, the one that's bloody, that's
Okay.
wounded.
Go team cantrip.
Pretty much. DC 14 whiz save.
It failed. And look
8
at that.
damage.
It breaks apart under the weight of its own mortality? Question mark?
Mentality.
Stonality?
Yeah.
Tonality.
Spells are calling.
Statuality?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll just move over this way.
Nice.
That's me.
All right. I know literally last session I said I hate to end in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, and then you're gonna do it.
but because there's more after these goblins.
Mhm.
So we'll do one more round and then we'll call it for the night there. So Squall, you are up.
I will cast Produce Flame on the lead goblin coming down the stairs.
Okay.
Oof.
9 misses,
It
unfortunately.
says 9 to the self, right? So
9 to self.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna back to here, I guess.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. These stone cursed goblins lumber forward And then it goes after the nearest, drops to the floor.
Ooh.
And
Wait,
this
how
one's
much
gonna.
damage?
The lead one doesn't take any because it's less than 10 feet up, but the back one's gonna take 1d6 fall damage.
This isn't 10 feet. Oh,
No.
well, it's nice knowing everyone.
It takes 2 fall damage.
Does that mean it's prone then too?
No.
Hopped over the railing.
Oh, if there were only a railing. All right, so they're both going
The
to.
Star Wars School of Industrial Safety.
Now, only one of them should have advantage. They don't all move at the same time.
Oh,
for flanking.
oh, from flanking, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. The advantage hit for 11 slashing,
Cool.
and then the non-advantage, just vantage, actually missed.
Yay.
So that's and then there, like I said, there were 2 more that are still up there, so I'm gonna get them on the map now too.
Don't forget to apply the acid burn.
Yes, yep, I already
Which
did. That.
actually, I should roll. 'Cause beginning of each turn.
Oh yeah, it's every
3
it's
this
ongoing.
time.
So yeah, they
Ooh.
all take 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. It's a great,
the
it's a
one who-
slow burn, literally.
The one who just walked off and took the fall damage is now bloody.
Okay.
All right, and then it's Erashka's turn.
Well, as my action, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration Teleport.
Okay.
So I will. Is there space under the stairs, or is it like literally a column of rock that I can't see through?
There's space under. I would say that. Yeah, let's see. If the one that this goblin fell off of was 10 feet, then this space directly to the east of you'd be able to fit under.
Okay. So yeah, I should be able to teleport over to here.
Okay.
And then, yeah. If any of you guys want to teleport, you may as your reaction.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to get in here, Zephyr?
Is Squall's not in range of the teleport, is he?
Yeah, I think so.
Squall? I mean, technically he's in range. There's no line of sight to him, though. Yeah.
Does it have to be before you
I
teleport?
don't know the
or
wording
after?
of the thing.
Oh no, I guess there is line of sight, sort of. We've got like super cover, but yeah.
I'm fine if Squall wants to do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say if I can teleport.
Can I teleport to there?
As your reaction, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, spider.
Out of this
I'm not a spider anymore.
He's not a spider anymore.
Oh, you're not a spider anymore. Okay.
He's been our beloved Genasi for several
Oh,
turns.
you're here.
And
All
then
by the way, don't worry.
I guess we'll bonus action try to shove this guy because that's what I do.
Okay.
Shove.
Strength save. It
Tell me it's
failed.
raining goblins. Yes.
Crash. 2d6, please.
There we go.
It shatters into a million pieces.
Oh my god.
I did something with a bonus action that actually was effective. And then I'll move there. That's my turn.
All right. So Tig, you ended the grapple and moved out of the sarcophagus.
Yep.
Okay. The statue stands up in the sarcophagus and attacks Tig.
No, it is the high ground.
That's a 17. Yeah, that's a hit. For another 8 slashing.
And since I didn't do reckless attack, she doesn't have advantage.
Right.
Okay.
But she has to hide it.
Cool.
All right, Celsia.
Oh boy. So seeing Arashka and Zephyr and Squall all like teleport into the room,
Mhm.
she sees that Arashka is wounded, and she's gonna like, look to everyone and say, "Don't hurt her, please. Don't destroy her." And like, she marches out of the room, and I kind of want to just set up here as like a guardian and like hold the line, so to speak.
Okay, sure.
So I'm just gonna move here and I'm gonna ready an action so that the first one to. Oh, but what if they just go down the other way?
They'll never figure it out. You're closer anyways.
That's true. I mean, I'll.
I mean, unless they really
If
like jumping
the
off from
goblin
stairs,
stone
this one
robots
is going
are
to
gonna
come right
figure
to
out
you.
how to flank you.
I just don't want them to come around this way, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean,
Like,
they're
I want
very
to guard this
slow.
entrance. Yeah.
They're very, very slow.
Yeah. All right. I'll ready an action to attack the first one that gets within 5 feet of me, and
Okay.
I just brace myself. But you
Yeah.
can see those behind her can see that her hands are kind of shaking. She's not doing her usual shouts or like intimidation or anything like that. She's just Violet with a sword and shield right now.
Right. All right. Irynyx.
Do not know. Oh, you said the stairs do not like occupy the entire vertical space. It like it says spiral
Correct.
staircase. So I would have a line of sight to that one.
Yep.
That's bloody.
Totally.
Yeah. So I will subject it to waiting through another turn of me finding this ability and what it is on my character. 23.
23 hits.
13.
Oh wow.
Almost off
13
max damage.
right?
It's piercing, but remember, it's not from a weapon. It is effectively magical piercing damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let me check the sheet then.
It's still like a spell attack.
Yeah, specifically the interaction is you are using an object which makes a spell attack, and it had to be
Right.
written
Oh, yeah,
that way for very particular reasons.
I see.
It blows apart under the force of your arcane cannon.
Tough Guy is very satisfied with that result. Yeah, she whistles in a satisfied manner.
All right. Tig.
So yeah, I don't know entirely how these living statues joints work or anything, but I'm gonna try
good.
real hard to hyperextend her knee.
Okay.
So
Yeah, okay.
I think that requires tendons.
quite
Yeah,
possibly.
tell me about the last time you bent stone.
Again, don't know.
Yeah,
this is
again,
an
an 8
doesn't
intelligence
matter
or whatever.
how
Oh,
I
you're right.
there.
Why did I leave? Why did I leave her with
Why
the
did I trust them
mid
to not hurt her?
God damn it.
Hey, I wasn't swinging my Tetsubo.
Yeah, that misses
Yeah,
unfortunately.
no, I know.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Tig?
Nope, I'm just trying to continue to be a damage sponge.
Nice. All right, Zephyr.
All right. We got 2 goblins left. We got Celsius statue. I mean, Celeste statue.
Not Celsius.
Yeah,
Celsius
let's
not
not
a
get
statue
Celsius
yet.
Zephyr foreshadowing.
Oh god.
It was me.
Yeah.
I cast Petrified.
The secret was everyone was a traitor roll.
Not me.
Someone fuck with the settings and there's 5 traitors.
It's like Looper.
Yeah.
Is anyone particularly hurt right now? No one's bloodied, right?
Garashka's kind of hurt. Tig is kind of hurt.
I think I'm almost bloodied. I am basically at half health.
Okay. I guess in that case, I'll put the old comforting hand on the shoulder and say, there, and cast
Fuck
your wounds.
Yeah. Chin up, sport.
I'm not casting a spell. I'm just telling him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
Then I'm
much
gonna
do I
turn
heal?
around and
Oh, you
pull
don't
the
heal
gun
me.
on
I'm
the
not
goblin.
casting cure wounds. I'm just there.
Yep. 6, I guess.
Yeah, better than nothing.
It's pretty terrible. Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
Okay. That is the end of the round. Celsia and Irynyx, you two being the lead ones out that door, you can hear the sound of something large slithering towards the top of the stairs up above. And that
Does it notice
is
the
where
spikes?
we'll find out next week when we
All right.
reconvene in the middle of this battle. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Sublight Zveepool, thank you so much for resubscribing. And then thanks for the other follows that we got. Poison Lily, nice to have you here tonight. And Mr. Rigamortis, nice to see you in chat as well. And I hope that we see you guys next week when we do episode 6 and continue with this combat.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.